Hey, everybody! It's your friends, it's Slices and Dices, with a continuation of our Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign, The Fall of Plaguestone. If you remember from a while back, not that far back, actually, a couple months, maybe, we were playing a little Pathfinder, and we're going to keep on playing it, and I am happy to say our friend who has been perusing the castles in Germany is back to do his thing, and we're ready to have him kick some butt as our game master, and that's Alex. Alex.
I just don't feel like improvising. I wasn't perusing castles.
You weren't perusing castles?
They
were
were
perusing
chateaus?
beers? You are perusing beers, though, in Germany.
I was working.
Yeah, but working is, like, there's a very broad definition of working, right?
From 2 to 10?
Yeah, from, like, and then what happens after work is, stays in, it's like, what happens in Germany stays in Germany. God, that's a little weird. That's fine. Anyway,
Austria.
yeah, Austria. Go for it, Alex. You're up, as they say.
All right, who would like to recap what happened?
Not it.
Let's see.
Miri, would Miri like to recap what happened?
Well, I remember we were in this dungeon, sort of, and we were tracking the boyfriend. I'm so sorry that
That's
he
right.
had to go that way.
He's not dead, he's unconscious.
Well, he's close.
I came real close to killing him. I do remember that. I came like
yeah.
super close to kicking his butt with like a giant crit to the face. He did like 24 damage, and Alex made you. I think it was somewhat poetic justice. After so many crits and so many points of damage to all the monsters that I've done in that you've done in my campaign, that it was only fair that I did about 20 to 30 points of damage to yours.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then I joined the party.
Yeah, and then that's right.
So I'll do a quick recap. The party tracked down Halid and realized that Halid was addicted to mutagens, and also sort of unfoiled the plot to murder Bort.
Bort!
And found a letter detailing that there was some package left in a tree stump somewhere outside of the city, town, village, shanty town, in a stump
Hooverville.
with a drop location. The party has Bort with them. I have no idea how they're carrying him, but they plan on taking him back to a prison, of which there isn't one, but I guess they're going to take him back to the bar, and they're going to figure things out with Rolf. And that's
Take him
where
back to
we
useless cop.
that's where we left off.
All right.
So with that, I open it back up to you guys. You see that you're standing by a small, dirty pond. Halid is in some bushes.
He's hogtied though.
Is he hogtied? Nope, I don't know what he is. I know he's
Yes, I
unconscious.
believe we tied him up.
Yes.
All right,
If
so-
he's not tied up, Qonit's gonna go over and tie him up with rope. Good old fashioned hog tie.
So based on the position of the sun in the sky, you guys realize it's about 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and it takes about an hour to walk to this part of town. So you guys might want to start making your way back, maybe. I don't know.
Did
maybe.
we look for the stump with the reward? Did we find? I don't remember.
The stump is very far away,
Okay,
so it's about 3 miles outside of town.
gotcha.
This letter that we found.
You have a handout.
Oh, sorry. Let me switch.
Yep.
Let me switch us to the handout screen so people can see the handout. Ooh,
I'm
there's
gonna
a
show it to you guys again.
Ooh,
There you go.
I have it
I like
open.
this handout. Let me zoom in on it.
Ooh.
Boom. Oh my god, look at that. It's humongous now. It's so big that it's taking up the whole goddamn screen. Okay, let me turn that down. Turn it down for what? All right, here, come
The
on.
mysterious V.
Yes. Could someone with a really awesome, somewhat narrative voice read that for us?
Sure. Hang on.
Not you, though.
Here we go. Hallard, the final shipment of corpse blood is due in just over a week, and it is the last thing I need from that greedy bastard, Bort. I've enclosed a parting gift for him that should ensure he never tells anyone of our dealings. Be sure that he gets it, my darling. Drop off the reagents as soon as they arrive. My work is almost done. You will find your usual reward in the stump. V.
Yo, my darling. Looks like, sorry, let me get into character. as I pass the piece
I
of
feel like I'm having a deja vu moment.
Yeah, I know, right? I gotta get into character. Gotta change.
No, not that part.
Oh.
I think we've covered this letter.
Oh, I know. I'm trying to.
Oh, okay.
Definitely trying to bring back the old memories. Here we go. Finbald, when he like takes the parchment and he reads it, he passes it off to Grzdylyn and goes, "So Grizz, it looks like you might have some competition.
I do not worry about this, V.
Well, you should always worry about the V."
I feel
Venereal
like you're
disease?
making jokes I do not understand. But
I don't know what you're trying to imply.
Qonit just kind of crosses his arms and looks at Ramfist and says, "Should we make camp? I need a shower."
I mean, are you gonna stay out in the rain?
Yes.
Oh,
want to
okay.
bathe in the pond, or you want to take him back and go sleep at the inn? I don't care either way. I live in swamp.
I think it's only fair to take him back, but it's nighttime. How far are we from the town?
You are about 2 miles out from the bar.
Okay. And there's like I don't remember how we got here. If we went through the woods or
We went through the woods, but we could have gone around the other side.
We could have gone around the house instead of going through the trap house like we did.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Which I
instead of
think
going
is
through
this
the
way.
entire dungeon. No, it's not that way.
Okay.
Backtrack through the dungeon. Yay!
Actually, why doesn't someone roll something if nobody remembers the direction?
I like rolling things. That's part of what we do here.
We came through down
Let's see,
here
what
because
should
we
you
were hiding
roll,
behind these
man?
crates.
Yeah, we
Maybe,
came through this way.
Let's see some intelligence
There,
checks.
yeah.
All right.
Intelligence checks.
All right. I'm down for that. Let's do some intelligence check.
Intelligence check from everyone, or just
I'm awesome with intelligence. There we go.
Wow, that was a crappy roll. Thanks. Thanks, dice.
Six. You know what? I think that.
Get those bad rolls out of the way.
Whoa.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, hey now, Miri. Boom.
Mary,
know which
you are
way.
so
Which
sure of the direction that you guys came from that you know it's south.
We're going south.
Damn it.
Awesome that she burned that crit, though.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think that mine rolled. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong person. There we go.
You know-
yeah, I rolled a 2.
Speaking of crits, I was playing a game, a performance game where I was DMing. One of my players, and I am not kidding, rolled 4 d20s in a row, boom, 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 and got natural 20s on all of them. And I was like, at first I was like, okay, the first one was like, okay, d20, yeah. Second one, d20. I'm like, oh, that's,
That's rare, but
that's very
okay.
rare. Third one, d20. I'm like, what the fuck? The
Way to
fourth,
die.
and then the fourth one, I'm like, I know, no. I looked at it. I was like, okay, rolled it around in my hand. Like, had an audience member who I knew was like good with die rolls inspect it. It was a perfectly fine die, and then I rolled it, and I rolled 1.
That's what you got for doubting.
Fuck.
It's just not meant for you. So
I
I
know.
don't know.
What does the party do with
Yeah.
Hallen?
Good question.
We hogtied him, and I guess I'll throw him over my
What
shoulder.
did you hog tie him with? Does anybody have rope?
Do I have rope wrapped around my arms?
I think so.
You can each take the rope from your arms. I think those are bandages more than anything, right?
Yeah, I guess we couldn't. we
Yes,
couldn't
I had
tie.
50 feet of rope.
That's a lot of
Okay.
rope.
Okay, so you guys
It's about
hog
20
tie
feet.
him up. All right.
Yeah, I don't have any rope.
Who's carrying him?
I have rope as well.
I can throw him on my.
You're
It's either
enormous.
me or Ramfist.
Yeah, you're-
It's either me or Ramfist.
Well, what's your strength?
16.
Mine is 18. I'll carry him.
Okay, it's yours.
I'm lower to the ground. It'll bump him in the face when he, drags. It'll be
I can
hilarious.
I
Give me
can
a
punch
strength
his
check.
face more
Strength check?
easily.
You got
Yeah,
it. No problem.
it's just gonna be a downward punch if he tries to get out.
Just give him a boot to the head. All right. Strength check incoming. There we go. That's a solid middle of the road 10 for you.
You try to lift him.
crap.
Ramfist,
Thank you.
and you unfortunately you just end up
All right.
falling backwards.
He's got weight in the wrong places. That's
I pick him up and try and put him on Ramfist's shoulder. If I'm trying to pick him up and that's what I want to do.
It's going to be an extra slow trip to the.
Oh
to
god
the
damn
field.
it! Can't we like carry this fucker together? Like for real?
Yeah. You can carry them together.
Jesus.
Okay. All right. I'll take the face.
Maybe we could like I don't know, tie him to like one of those poles and carry him like on our shoulder like the Ewoks
like Han
do.
Solo.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a sticker? Is there a big enough?
I'm sure we're in a
timber
fucking
around?
forest, Qonit Sonra. There has got to be a stick
Look
somewhere.
Just punches the closest tree and please tell me something falls down.
Sure, man. I'll let you guys.
Awesome. He just punches a tree and then he catches
Minecraft
a
now.
stick and
Yeah.
just puts it on his
You have to
shoulder.
hit it 5 times though.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise the tree won't fall.
So here you go, Red. Qonit walks over to like a tree, just kind of knocks on it a little bit, and then strategically punches 5 very, very specific places, and then a branch just falls out. He thanks the tree, and then there you go. Anyway,
Okay.
so we're going south, correct, Miri?
Yes.
It's time to move the players.
you said it like it's time to make the
And-
donuts.
And Conrad, let's see if I can handle this. Control C.
Uh-oh.
Go to Etron's Folly.
Joys of Roll 20.
So,
Copying and pasting between maps.
we'll
Kind of
delete
annoying. You
all-
gotta grab everybody's tokens and do that.
You don't
Even
have
though
to. You
that's
can
the-
actually have your tokens on the other map first.
I gotta shrink
You
all
have to
these
teach me a few
tokens at the
tricks.
same time.
Then you've got to activate all the.
I am doing.
Vision of
I might
everyone.
as well plug it here. Well, I can plug it at the break, but I am doing a
Are you doing a roll 20?
I'm
thing?
doing a roll 20.
Sign me up.
Oh shit.
Tutorial.
It's an advanced tutorial. It's on August 9th,
Fuck, I'm away.
I think. I have to
Well,
check.
I'll
Or
have my
maybe not.
computer with me.
I'll send you the. I'll put it on our channel. I'll put it in
Yeah,
our
let me know.
Discord.
Put it in
that
Discord.
Yeah, I'll put it in Discord.
Ping Discord and chat.
Oh shit, that's a good point. I should put Discord. In chat.
Bingo bongo. Actually, Matt, are you streaming or is Alex?
I am streaming, but Alex is the host.
So we see Alex's screen. So I can't pull up. The
You
screen?
see my screen.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
So I can.
That's correct.
Which is why I'm watching it. Okay,
Otherwise,
I'm gonna watch it too. Shh.
So let me move the player tab over to Etron's Folly. Your screens should have changed.
It did.
ah yes, it did. I have to recenter. Oh, look at that. There we all are. Ooh, I'm zooming in. Hello, Etron's Folly. So nice to see you again.
All right, I go find useless police.
Tokens are tiny, but that's wrong.
Rolf Garley. Look at that majestic goddamn hair.
God, that thick
That is
wolf beard.
quite a beard he's got there.
Look at that guy.
I will go find the useless Rolf. I bet he isn't
Oh,
dog.
there we are.
Rolf Garley. I'm gonna name my
More like gnarly, am I right?
no.
So you guys slowly make your way to the feed mill.
Okay.
The stench of the town is still the same. It smells a bit like methane and poop. And there's a stale sense of humidity in the air that makes you guys feel slow. It's a slow time in Etron's Folly.
Where are the rest of my folks?
And I am down here waiting for all of you at the
Well,
bar.
I think half of the dynamic duo, you know, bringing this guy has just moved off. Where are y'all? Let's go.
I don't have any vision.
Oh, okay. That token needs some vision.
Which token are we talking about?
It's the
here?
gray token. That one.
Oh, you should have reported the lack of vision earlier.
Well, I could see vision, but it was actually Qonit's vision for some reason.
Ah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I see that
Yeah.
Qonit has a gray aura around him. I'm not
You
sure
do
why.
have lighting on, though.
So here's what I would recommend actually in this scene, because it's probably unnecessary to have dynamic lighting on the whole scene. What you can do in a
Is turn
scene
off
like this
dynamic
is either turn off dynamic lighting entirely, or go to dynamic lighting, and then turn on the daylight mode, which allows everyone to see.
I do it by character, or I do it for the.
So you can do it for the whole map. Just make sure that every token has vision.
I can
Well,
see
every,
the entire
every
map.
token does have vision.
Great.
I just checked his token.
Okay. Yep, then all you need to do is just...
glows.
Yes, he do. My god, there's like a gray aura around Chris's
around
skin.
Qonit. Yeah.
But yeah, for the map, all you have to do is click on the dynamic lighting for this map, and then click on daylight mode, and it should work.
Okay. Dynamic lighting.
Just turn the toggle to daylight mode, and you should be
Oh,
good.
there's no toggle in dynamic lighting. Where's the toggle?
For the map,
Oh, so go to the map itself. And
that's
then-
correct. Yeah, you have to open up the map settings. There's a little gear on the map, and then you go and turn on the flip to the dynamic lighting tab on the map, and then you say daylight mode. Daytime.
I can't do that. I can't. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can. There you go.
Yay!
Now I can see.
And there is light.
I don't have a giant aura around me. Woohoo!
Soon, the folks over at Roll20 will be doing some really cool stuff with dynamic lighting that I saw in the dev chat. They're going to be doing dusk mode. So, like, if you don't want to have like a night scene, you can take a map like this and make it sort of dimmer with a hue over it, so it looks like dusk.
Cool.
It's really neat.
That's cool.
Did we leave? Oh, there he is. Okay, phew. Like, where the hell is Halid?
There's so much.
Miri, can you move?
Yes.
We're so much smaller than Tamlin.
Just, well, Tamley is quite large. She is a half-orc.
She is.
Yeah.
So here we
Yeah,
are
let me-
at the feed mill.
Yes,
You
we
guys-
have returned.
Made it back.
You guys have made it back to the feed mill. You guys see Tagrin sitting outside. You guys notice for the first time that he's a bit frail. Last time that you guys saw him, he was sitting down, Targan, he wasn't moving a bit, but he's a bit frail. You notice his legs are. What's the word that I'm trying to find here? They're a bit useless. Can't
Okay.
really move much, and he's sort of sitting outside, staring off into the distance. Rolf sees you come over, and Rolf's like, looks over and he nods at you guys, and he notices that you guys are carrying a body on a spit, and he walks over to you, Qonit, since you're the one with the face,
Yep.
and he's like, "Who is this?" He goes, "Who is this?"
You do not recognize him.
Well, I
He
mean,
lifts up his head a
face
little
is
bit.
I
He's
show
like-
his beefy arm. You're like, look at the arm.
And he's like,
Remember?
"Oh, it's Halid."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what does Halid have to do with Bort's murder?
Well, just kind of look at the crew, like,
It
Should-
seems that my boyfriend has made some, shall we say, not so smart choices.
When she says her
That's a nice
boyfriend,
way of
that's
saying
that's
it.
just an aspirational term. She's not like actually, in a relationship with the aforementioned Halid. I'm just saying.
Keep harping
The
on
judge is on his way. I can lock him up somewhere out of town and put him on guard. But I will need to see some evidence.
Oh, we have this letter. Qonit, would you mind?
I hand him Halid's letter.
And so he starts to look over the letter. Final shipment of corpse blood is due in just over.
I'm sorry. I have a really thick accent, but I cannot understand a goddamn word you are saying, sir.
Could you hold on for 1 second?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I've enclosed a parting gift for him that shouldn't show. Never
Do you
tell
guys
me.
understand him? I don't understand him.
Be
He's
sure
reading the letter.
Oh no, I know, but he's just like a mumbler. I hate mumblers.
Jump off the wages as soon as my work is on.
See what I mean? He's just mumbling.
Who the fuck is V?
You know, that's a good question. We were about to ask you.
That is exactly what we are trying to figure out.
All right. Well, you got more evidence than just this letter?
The
There it
stuff
was.
in the stump, right? The stuff in the stump.
Correct. We haven't gone to the stump yet.
No, but
We
did
have
we
the
not-
transactional receipts of the import.
And
of
with that,
Violet Breath.
Oh, there.
Rolf
there you
turns
are.
over the letter and he sees a map and he goes and a map that points out where the stump is. And he says to himself, "Well, I guess you folks are gonna have to go investigate the stump." And he hands the letter back over to who did he take the letter from? From
Qonit, I believe.
Qonit? How did you have it? Anyway,
I think I gave
here's
it to
the
him.
here's
He
the,
slipped it to me from behind. So here you go.
Here's the letter.
Is it body
It
we're
was a very
carrying?
good handout.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What other evidence did you folks retrieve from your investigations? You all look a little bit beat up. Did
Yeah.
Paladin attack you folks?
Oh, very much so. He laid out a dungeon of terror near to his lair. Normally, I reserve the word lair for beasts and monsters, but it seems that this.
The angry dogs.
Yeah, right. I don't want to think about those dogs. Those dogs gave me a hell of a time. Not to mention, like, the fall from the ladder. That almost killed me. Like, why would you do that? Why would you have a 20-foot drop off a ladder that someone like of my stature could easily fall and bust my face? Like, that was not cool.
And you did.
I did. Very much so.
Wouldn't say it was your face.
And then
Well,
Alid did say that he was involved in Bort's murder too. So maybe you can ask him when he wakes up.
He kind of
Yep.
admitted it. Thank you, Miri.
He definitely admitted it. And I think I'm sorry. I'm having a brain fart. What is your name again? I look at Red's direction.
Oh,
Aiwin.
yeah. He said, yeah. That was the guy who we
And-
found down there in the basement.
He I think he said we have receipts. Is that what you said?
Yes, the transactional receipts for the import of Violet Breath.
What happened to the other fellow that was with you folks? Who is this?
I don't know. He just it disappeared. We were taking a little rest, and he said something about panache, and then just poof, he was gone. I don't know what happened to him.
And so, who are you, sir?
I'm investigator.
And who sent you?
Lord Cranberry.
Oh,
You probably know who he is.
yes. He should be on his way here in about 3 weeks' time. He's the judge that's coming over to disassemble this whole situation. I'm gonna go lock up Hell. I don't consider this enough evidence. We need to find who this V person is. Until we do, you guys are all still suspect.
Wait, what?
We are not suspects. We did nothing.
Halid admitted to it.
Oh, suspect. Anyway, I gotta go. He takes Halid. Could you take him off of this spit?
Sure. Break the spit. I just
We could have just untied him. You didn't have to
karate chop it.
You don't have to just break everything with your fist, Qonit. It's not the way to out of every situation.
But it was funny. Look at he's on the ground now.
All right, I'll give you that one. It's fine.
All right, just slump him over on my horse over there. I'll make
Good.
sure that he's under watch and guard. And you guys can come question him in the morning. You all look pretty beat up.
You take good care of my boyfriend.
Whatever. He walks over to the side of his horse and he pulls out a little mallet and he just hits him on the back of the head just to make sure, like he gives him a little tap on the back of the head just to make sure he's knocked out. You notice him like twitch a little bit.
One death saving throw gone.
I do not
Now,
think
wouldn't
it was
that be
necessary.
two?
That would be
Yeah,
two.
sorry,
That's
I'm-
right. It's a melee attack.
And then he just gets on the back of he gets on his horse and he bids you guys adieu and he rides off south.
Do not like that man.
Tagrin is still there. Tamley is sitting outside. You notice that the wagon that you guys rode in on has pulled over to the right, and the whole wagon's there out in front of the feed mill. And Tamley's sitting out there. There's a light coming out from inside one of the caravans that she's sitting out in front of. And Targan is still sitting outside staring out into space. He's kind of like dazed. It's like this humid funk that just hangs out all over the town. Anyway,
Was he not like this before? This is new behavior, him being so tired and strange looking?
well, everybody's a little bit tired. I think it's due to the heat in the air. It's like it's one of those. It's not a night that cools down. It stays hot. It's very steamy. Seems like it might have
Humid and
rained
hot.
while you guys were
Favorite
sitting.
Well.
It's a thick night.
It's a thick, foggy,
Soupy.
muggy,
Humid.
Like muggy.
Sticky.
Swamp.
Moist.
This feels normal to me.
Us just saying this is making me feel like I gotta take a shower. Like, honestly.
I hope my air conditioner kicks on.
Everyone is complaining about the weather is nice.
All right.
So, what's the plan? What's the party plan here?
So, Aiwin, I have to ask you a question. We don't know very much about you. And I appreciate you helping out. In the situation that we find ourselves in. We're more than happy to keep you along. Grzdylyn and Qonit and Miri and I, we were kind of assigned by the people here in town. I don't know if you were here before because we found you in the basement, but they kind of think that we got involved with this guy Bort's. Bort, like he died in the middle of a dinner, and like face planted right in the middle of a soup. We found out that he was poisoned, and they think it was us. Clearly not. It was Halid. But I don't know, like which direction you coming from on this, Aiwin. I just want to be, we want to be certain about you.
So you're saying you helped with the import of this violet breath?
No. You're getting me wrong. I didn't have anything. Well, actually, kind of. I mean, look at Qonit and Grzdylyn and Miri. Well, define the word import, if you wouldn't
In
mind.
exchange for passage, we were to protect caravan. We had no idea what was on it. It was not our business. We were just there to keep, what were those mangy dogs that we fought off on the way in?
Right.
Keep them from attacking caravan.
Right.
We were passengers on the caravan. It was bringing us to our destinations as well.
Right.
So we're not involved with
No.
Bort or Tamley on a regular basis.
Not even close.
But you were hired on as additional muscle to protect the caravan and
Exactly.
the import of whatever he was carrying.
100%. You got me. So just want to sort of like level set, understanding wise, like we are not the bad guys here at all. Even though this town is full of people who thinks, they're involved with the murder and the poisoning and the illegal goods and the mutagens and all that shit. We're not. We don't have anything to do with that at all. We just came here for a job.
How convenient that they would blame the newcomers to town and overlook this creature who's been bullying people on a regular basis.
Finbald turns to Miri and says, "Dear, it's like that all over."
Targren's been listening to this conversation, and he looks up from his daze, he looks down from his daze, and he just blurts out loud, "Well, you know, Rolf's a fucking idiot. I wouldn't worry about you guys being suspects or not suspects. Lord Cranberry will be here in about 14 days now, and the issue will be sorted. In the meantime, what do you folks think about spending the night again at the feed mill? We could get you set up with some dinner, and maybe get you guys situated so you're not talking outside in this moist
Soup.
air."
Okay.
Yeah, if you're offering, I appreciate it. Hospitality is something I can't say no to.
Yeah,
Yes.
tomorrow morning, if you folks can take me out for a walk, in exchange, I'll give you a little history lesson about this here Etrin's Folly, and maybe maybe it'll cover your stay at the feed mill. Just a little walk. I can't walk very far, and so I need help being carried, and I also can't see very well. It's been a while since I've been out in some good air. And maybe tonight it'll rain, so tomorrow it'll be a little cooler in the morning. How does that sound to you guys?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Agreeable.
Yeah.
And we're stuck here, so why not?
Oh,
I'm
all
not
right, well,
carrying anyone though.
I'll get in there and talk to Finnick and good old Delma and see if she can stir you up some grub for tonight. Probably gonna be porridge and
As long as it's not poisoned.
As long as it
pheasant.
does not smell like flowers, yes.
All right. You see him, he gets up and he pulls on he picks up his little cane and he starts to walk into the feed mill. Inside you hear, "Delma! Finnick! Get some food for these strangers that showed up. There's 4 of them. We're gonna need like a few bowls and some drink."
I follow
Yes.
him in.
Yeah. How can you say no to that?
You can't.
It
That's
has
kind.
certainly been a day.
Oof. Cracks my neck. Cracks the other side. Oh, man. I'm too old for this shit. Go inside.
Yeah, ready to sit down.
Yep.
Yes. I scramble up onto a stool. It is quite a climb.
In a few minutes, Delma comes over with, 4 bowls of porridge and puts some pheasant on the center of the table. And she goes, "Would everyone like some ale?"
Please.
Please.
Yes, please.
Yes, and
And
yeah, well, I was hoping, ale by itself is a wonderful, delightful treat. But one must pair ale with the correct food.
There is porridge and pheasant on table right in front of us. What else do you want?
Well, that's what I was about to say. Is that porridge and ale, not so good, right? You have porridge. It is a carbohydrate. Ale, also a carbohydrate. Pheasant, not so much. Is there anything else that you have in-house besides the pheasant and the porridge?
Who knows?
well, we weren't expecting guests, so no. It's not like when you first arrived when the caravan came. We were prepared for that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's going to be porridge and pheasant.
Be
And,
kind.
I know. I'm a little. I apologize.
He's hangry. Just
Little
eat.
goblin boy gave me some lovely rats yesterday. If that is more to your taste.
No, not gonna go for the rats. Yeah. Whatever happened to that
Okay.
guy, by the way?
Oh well, he's in the he's in the back. He made your food.
Oh,
I'll tell him I said thank you for the rats. They were delicious.
Well, maybe I'll tell him to give you some rats. Are you guys also going to take care of Bort's body at some point? Who's supposed?
I just look over at the bar. Is it still sitting there?
No, it's in the cellar.
Okay.
Didn't Tamley do something?
Yeah,
I think
I would
that
hope.
be her job.
Well, I don't know. Rolf said not to move the body, but I just feel like leaving it in the cellar is probably a bad idea. But again, Rolf's a fucking idiot, so...
Yeah, I think
That
it's
seems
just...
to be the consensus.
Yes, but do you have anywhere else to put it? That is sort of the coldest place.
No, but he said to leave it for when Lord Cranberry
Oh,
comes.
God. Are you kidding me? That guy's coming in 2 weeks. You're going to leave a body down there for 2 weeks in your cellar? It's going to stink
No,
up.
it's a
You
bad
shouldn't
idea.
do that.
Terrible
It's
idea,
not
yes.
sanitary.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I know. The oats are all stored in the cellar.
Okay, well, you see, that's the problem. Is the
It's only
porridge,
pheasant
right?
now.
Porridge is a no-no for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pass. It's a hard pass on that porridge.
Okay.
I just grab his bowl and pull it over to me. And
Oh,
say, "That's fine,
Grzdylyn,
no
there is such a thing as an offer that's too good to be true. Might want to stay clear of that. Remember the whole poison
Make
thing?
sure you smell it before you.
I
Yeah.
give it a sniff. Does it smell like flowers?
Doesn't smell. It doesn't smell floral at all.
Is fine. I start eating the porridge.
Oh, God.
Wonderful. So Grzdylyn starts eating the porridge. She looks okay to everybody else.
Yeah, I'm going to stay clear of it. I'll just stick to the ale.
And the pheasant.
I eat some pheasant. And drink my ale.
All right. Well, Delma comes over and says, "There's some room for you guys back where you guys stayed in the barn last night. So if you guys are more than welcome to stay back in the barn again. And your new friend, what's his name? What's your name, sir?
Aiwin.
Aiwin. You're also welcome to stay as well, sir. Haven't seen your face before. What are you doing here in Etrin's Folly?
I'm here by orders of Lord Cranberry.
Oh, well, you'll be seeing him very soon.
Would I be able to investigate the body of the dead guy? What was his name? Bort?
Oh, you're welcome to. He's lying on a slab in the cellar.
Okay, so can I make a roll for that, or
Oh, you could go down the cellar and
go down the cellar and
let me get out of
investigate
character
Bort?
for a second. You
Yeah,
can go
out
down
of
to
character.
the cellar and make
out of character?
Oh!
I was going to talk like Delma and be like, sure, you could go downstairs and make a roll.
Make a roll for it.
I've just got the dice here.
I would like
I'm
a
gonna
roll.
just go pair of dice here, and I can just roll for it.
Yeah, sure.
What do I find? So what
Alright.
would that be? Just perception or investigation or what?
Investigation.
Investigation? Okay. It's investigation. Where is investigation? Isn't it?
It is in. Let me pull up your character sheet.
Probably skills,
I
maybe?
believe there is not an investigation.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
No, it looks like...
We're in the wrong system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Wrong
think
system.
it's, I
Spent
think it's a
too much
perception
time.
roll. It
No,
would
it's
be-
not. It's not an intelligence roll though. It's
I think it
Maybe
would be-
perception.
I think it's a perception roll.
it's a perception roll.
There we go.
Just perception.
Mm-hmm.
Woof!
Okay.
I keep forgetting the numbers are inflated. So when I see things like that, I go, "Ugh," and then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's because the numbers are ridiculously high in this game.
So you notice that the board is pretty well preserved here in the cellar. The air is pretty dry as opposed to how it is outside. It's unbelievably dry and very cool. So the body remains preserved. You notice the floral scent of the poison that was used to poison him, and also know that it's part of the reagents that you've been tracking, right? So you know that poison has affected Bort.
Yes.
Um,
And this is seeing the first confirmed death due to this poison so far.
correct.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
I, pull out the notebook and just note down all the visual cues to what's what he can see, what he can smell, like, yeah, essentially what is the result of ingestion of this violet breath.
Almost instantaneous death. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can read to you exactly what it is that it does.
Well, I already know what it does.
Yeah, you know what it is.
So I was just noting down what to look for people that have been killed by violet breath, essentially.
Yeah. So it's constriction of the throat and then eventually asphyxiation is what does people and they end up drowning. So
Yeah.
you notice that the coloration of his face is slightly blue.
Yeah.
Almost as if he drowned, yeah.
Yeah. Drowned and choked at the same time, essentially.
Essentially.
Did land face first.
Have they cleaned up his face, though?
Still a little grains.
No, he still has like little oatmeal grains around his mouth.
He died
So no,
doing
no.
what he loved the most. Eating
Eating
porridge.
And he died doing it. Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible.
And would Aiwin be down there on his own?
Huh?
Would Aiwin be down there on his own, essentially?
Yeah, you're on your own. Everybody's upstairs eating.
Okay. So, this may be a bit odd, but I'm going to cast a spell.
Sure.
What?
What are you going to cast?
Well, the only spell that I do have,
Okay.
which is Detect Magic.
Okay.
So, you want me to post that, or...?
You should post the details just for the chat, but
Okay. There we go.
there is
This is a...
no magic emanating from within
Yeah.
30 feet of you.
Yeah, it's just FYI for chat, this is a racial spell. So,
Yeah. No magic emanating anywhere from the area.
You can cast as a cantrip. That's nice.
yep.
That's very nice.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, and just for reference, seeing as new system, cantrips in this you can cast at any time, any amount of time, right?
Yes.
It's not like you only got like 5 cantrips per day or something.
No,
like that.
you can cast as many cantrips, but you can keep just casting detect magic.
Cantrip your butt off.
You can detect magic every turn. You can just walk around detecting magic. You can put detect magic on some sort of batch pattern, so you just spin it up every 5 minutes. That way,
Echolocation.
Nerd
I'll
alert!
just be like, hey man,
Spidey sense.
Alex, remember that I always had detect magic. Exactly.
There's
All right.
magic over there.
So what do you do, Aiwin?
Well, I mean, I leave the body as it is and head back upstairs, essentially. After I've taken all my notes, I just head back upstairs. When I get a room, I go in, just go over what notes I've taken in the past day, and just
Okay.
see what the rest of the party does.
And what is the rest of the party doing? What are you guys talking about?
I'm enjoying the pheasant. It's not too greasy.
How's the ale? I mean, I don't think I partook very much in the ale after
Yellow.
the murder. Yeah, it sounds like...
Yeah, the ale was just as shitty as the last time.
Yeah, god damn it. I thought
Slightly
if
Was
warm.
was it the same ale as Finbald had in Halled's place?
I don't
Did I have
I don't-
ale? I
Oh,
don't think
that's
I.
right. We drank beer when we found it in Hallett's.
Well, watered down
right.
ale.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the same shitty taste.
Okay.
It's a little bit better than the ale that you found at Hallett's place.
I am sort of racked with thought, of which,
Dangerous.
to be honest, Finbald does not have very much of. Which means that, like, you just see the gears working. Like, Finbald is just like, he's drinking his ale, and he's putting it down on the table. And he's just sort of like, V. He just keeps saying the letter V. I don't understand. What's V? No one understands who V is. Clearly, this guy knew who V was, and V knew who he was. But he's been in his... Like, you just see him trying to be an investigator, which he's not. And he just keeps coming, like, in a circle. He's just walking around in circles in his mind.
I don't see why you are so confused, my friend. V is clearly a person,
Oh, yeah.
probably with a
Yes.
name that starts with V,
Oh, yeah.
who is the one making this poison, and Hellid was helping.
Yes.
If they're doing something illegal, why is it so strange to you that nobody knows who they are? That's kind of the whole point.
I
Yes?
just feel like if they knew it... Well, if Hallett knew who V was...
Which he probably did.
then maybe she was here in town at some point.
But maybe she used
Unless
this
they've
name.
never met.
She used the word darling in the letter. I'm pretty sure that they have met and perhaps achieved some kind of romantic, potentially relationship. And if it's hard to, you know, carry on a long distance relationship when you are doing criminal activities. So you need to actually be in person. So I feel like maybe she might have been here in town. Just as my guess, I could be completely off the rails.
Maybe he went to wherever she is.
That's also a possibility. I don't know how long Hallett stays in town. Whether he's like a long-termer here, like if he ever leaves. If he goes, where does he go? That kind of thing.
Well, that would be a question to ask.
It
the
is
people who
now
live
10
here.
a.m. and you all have a -1 penalty.
God damn
to your AC.
We should have taken a rest.
I thought we were about to do that when we finished eating dinner.
Yeah.
Yes. How long does this pheasant stay?
Yeah, exactly.
On the
That's a
table.
long-term pheasant.
I'm assuming that you guys are done with the pheasant.
Okay.
like-
I ate my fill
Oh.
and then I went to sleep.
I was like, if we are done eating, we go to
It was
the
a
barn
long
and we go
day.
to sleep in
Yeah.
the barn.
Finbald does not
so
stay up
before
till
you guys
like...
get a long rest.
Yeah.
Who's healing who? Because remember,
Oh yeah, we have
during a long rest, you only gain 1 hit point plus your Constitution modifier. 1 hit point per level plus your Constitution modifier.
I have 9 hit points. 9.
But if
So again-
somebody
Okay,
heals
let's do
you, do
some
you
healing.
gain more, is what you're saying?
Okay, so I'm gonna heal Ramfist.
Good job. So you heal him for what?
I rolled a 16 medicine.
So you also have to roll a 2d8.
Okay.
Oh, thank God you didn't roll a 1. It would have killed me. Oh, nice. Just straight down the middle of the road.
I
So
could also use some.
You get that plus whatever your Constitution modifier is.
1.
Plus,
My
Well, no.
Constitution modifier, not his. Right.
Oh.
yeah, yours.
Yeah,
yours
sorry.
plus your level. The level plus the Constitution modifier. So
Cool.
it's 2
Plus
2
2.
plus
2 plus 2.
4.
Right.
So
4.
you get 12 hit
So
points.
12.
Beautiful. All right. So 9 plus 12.
And I can heal Grizz.
You much appreciate.
That's 21 I'm at.
2d8.
Nice.
You actually did not heal.
Sorry. That's not a good roll.
Can I try and
Would've been a
heal
good
Grzdylyn?
8, though.
Yeah, you can try. Ooh,
There we go.
Ooh, much better.
Very good.
and that is not a crit, but that's good. That's 2d8 for her.
11.
which is
I am
11
back to full. Hooray.
Plus 2 plus your Constitution modifier. Who else needs healing?
Can I heal myself? No,
Yes.
right. Okay.
Nice.
Miri needs some coffee.
Oh yeah, it's more than enough.
Hot
I
damn.
only needed 3 hit points. So.
Oh, well, then you would have just gotten your 4 from your rest.
Yeah, from your con.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Well, there you
Wasting those rolls.
I
Alright.
mean, my medicine skill is quite high.
It is pretty good, yeah. I love that the monk is the healer in the group.
Yes, and I need to look at my spells. What shall I prepare today?
So all of you go through your preparations for your spells.
Actually, worthwhile asking really quickly, just because I'd like to see. I see everyone's token hit points, except for our new friend here, and
I only see mine and Miri's.
that's okay. This is the way I have it is set up so that the audience can see everyone's hit points.
Oh, gotcha.
So, Alex, would you mind doing me a favor and giving me control over, our new friend, Aiwin's? I say Aiwin. My goodness, sorry, I'm sorry. Wrong. Aiwin. I'm pronouncing it awfully. I apologize. Aiwin's token. That way, I can set it up so that everyone can see his hit points.
Yeah, I can do that shit for you. Give me 1 second.
Super. Thanks, dude. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. We are set. We are set. All right, so yeah, everybody's looking pretty good.
All right.
So,
could I try and heal Ramfist?
Ooh, that'd be nice.
yeah, sure.
See if I can do anything.
Yeah, do you have medicine as a proficiency?
I do, but I don't have a medicine kit.
Oh, that's okay. You can borrow anybody's
borrow
medicine
mine.
kit.
I think the music might have cut out there, Alex.
I know.
So if I can borrow
did
someone's
on purpose.
medicine kit,
Sure. Because I can only heal him once, right?
That's not a good sound. I am scared. I do not have a medicine kit.
20.
20.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then roll 2d8, was it?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
11.
I am back to full. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You guys let me know when you wake up. When you're ready. When are you guys done with your
well.
spells? You guys let me know.
Let me make sure all of my things that I would normally get back on a long rest are gotten back to me. So
Can I retroactively do something before I start my trance?
Sure. What are you gonna do?
Well, is anyone sharing a room with Aiwin? Is the
We're
question.
all in a barn.
yeah.
Yeah, we're all
All
on
in the barn, so
Yeah.
all together. So Aiwin will sit down, cross his legs, and as he gets ready for his trance, he actually reaches into his coat and pulls out a small silver figurine and places it down in front of him. Pulls out the shoddy silver rapier that he got from last game and puts it between the figurine and himself, and then goes into a trance. And as he starts his trance, he will be kind of chanting. We'll post it in chat because I can't say it, but he'll be chanting that.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, I don't even know what that is, man. But it's a
I'll whisper to you, Alex, about what it is, what he's actually saying.
Do I recognize the idol?
Make a religion check,
I was gonna
I would say.
right.
What
Well,
language?
if you want,
Is it a rare god?
it's I would say it's an uncommon god.
Okay, so then the DC's 18.
Nope, didn't get it.
I think I might be able to know what that is. I don't have such a bad religion skill, being a paladin, but we shall see.
Actually, use this opportunity.
Yeah,
to
I have
use
a
the real
5.
restroom.
Here we go. There we go. 21.
Okay, so you can explain to him what it is.
Yeah. Just
Walk over to Aiwin. I'm going. Is that who I think it is?
nah. I've just got to figure out how to do a DM whisper. Is it
Slash W,
Yes.
and then space, and then the name of the character. It should autofill, and then you can copy paste whatever you want.
Let's see.
Or you can just say it.
There we go. Let's see if that works. Did you get the whisper?
I did not.
I was talking now.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that was to Alex, sorry.
Yeah, I got basically the translation to Alex.
Yeah.
That I'm not sure if Alex got the picture, but I'll post it in Discord because I can show you more exactly what. Give me a sec. I'll post it in Discord so you can see what it is.
Okay.
Private Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Paste.
Ooh.
See, there you go.
What
That's
is
what.
that?
Ooh,
Hold on.
he's pretty.
Pretty.
I'm gonna open the JPEG here. Oh, that's super neat. It's like a silvery dragon.
Mm-hmm. A silver dragon above a pool of water.
Do you want me to just throw that as a token into the game so that people can see it? I can do that, I think.
If you can do that.
I can, yeah. Let
And
me just save as. And then put this on the desktop, and I'll show you guys how to do this. Super easy. You just drag it in. Assuming that you have the ability to do so. Either you
I wasn't sure if you had the ability yet.
That's a good question, actually. Let me see if I do. I might or might not. Oop, no, I don't, but I definitely show the people in chat what it is. So we
Yeah.
see it. Chat sees it. That's all that really matters.
Yeah. Yes. That is the holy symbol for a draconic god. Apsu, the Waybringer.
What do I know about Apsu the Waybringer with a 21 religion, Alex?
Pretty much everything there is to know about Ipsu.
I personally, as a player, do not
I would
know
have
anything.
to. I would have to look up Ipsu to give you enough
That's okay.
information.
Do we want Aiwin, who may know what Apsu does or stands for?
I mean, I can look it up and I'll read to you the description.
That's fine.
Essentially, he's the lawful good.
Okay.
Lawful good metallic dragon that is a silver dragon, believe it or not.
Oh my god, it's fucking Shaleheart. How dare you? You brought Shaleheart into this game. You son of a bitch.
That's awesome.
Though, technically, he's more than an ancient dragon, so
Okay.
he's higher level than the ancient dragon, essentially.
What?
So, according to Draconic lore, in the
Yeah.
dawn of time, there flowed two waters, fresh and salt, which became Apsu and Tiamat, parents of the first gods. However, their eldest son, Dak, came to hell to rampage, then killed his siblings, whose shattered remains fell into the material plane and became the first metallic dragons. Enraged, the fresh water descended upon the material plane to confront his son, saying the eternal words, "I shall then be Apsu, for I am the first." Apsu and the metallic dragons defeated Dahak, but Apsu prepared to land the killing blow. And then a little speech here and there. But fundamentally, he's the god. His domains are artifice, good, law, scaly kind, and travel. His subdomains are archon, construct, dragon, exploration, judgment, toil, and trade. His favorite weapon is bite or quarterstaff. And his symbol is silver dragon above a mirror or pool.
I look over at Aiwin and I go, Apsu. Cool. I like it. I myself am not a big fan of Apsu, but that's, preference, of course. Are you a practitioner?
In the way that, say, you would be or a holy person is. But it was one day that I was granted a vision from Apsu. of this group of adventurers that, well, traveling down to remedy a wizard that had been turned mad, summoned an avatar of Apsu. And I've been trying to follow the path of them. The only thing is, I need to find 2 devilkin, a lizard folk, a dwarf like yourself, and a draconic bard.
Okay. Well, I hope you find them one day.
The cheerful music wakes me up.
This is pretty cheerful.
I have been burrowed inside a bunch of hay, and like my little head pops out.
Okay.
Is it morning? I think it is morning.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh wait, I like the vibe here. This is giving me some power. This is giving me some juice. I'm liking it. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna go for something a little. I don't know. I'm just not feeling that vibe. I don't know how that made it.
I like it. I like it.
I like the little.
and then suddenly we were in a club scene from The Matrix.
Yeah, it doesn't prepare you. Like, it doesn't get you ready. You're like, okay, I'm like going down, and then. And all of a sudden, I was like, and I'm like, what the?
Ready to dance.
All right,
Yeah.
so we've arrived, guys. We've officially arrived at part 2.
Ooh, part 2. Hot damn.
Wow.
4 parts. So
Only after 4 episodes. We
You know
got to
what?
part 2.
This is the standard length of a normal D&D campaign and/or Pathfinder campaign. It takes approximately 4 sessions just to get warmed up. I am good with this. This is on brand.
all right. And so as you guys wake up and you walk out of the barn, you notice a few new faces. All right. One new face in particular. Not a few new faces. One new face. And Rolf, who's standing by.
This guy again.
Targan is still sitting outside, staring up at nothing. The day is a lot less humid than it was the day before, and the rains did come, as Targan would say, at night. So they seem to sort of evaporated with the morning. So there's a bit of mugginess in the air, but it isn't as bad as it was the night before, and it's a little bit cool. So here's the face that you notice. Let me go ahead and give
Yeah, I
you
was gonna
this.
say, who's this new person?
Let me give you this handout. Relax, bro. There you go.
Oh, I like her ears.
So elf? Because of long ears, or
Yeah.
is she more
A
goblin?
woman shrouded in a heavy brown cloak, trimmed with leaves, marches up to you, pulling a simple wooden sledge behind her. As she approaches, she brings the sledge to one side and uncovers her cargo, a pile of wolf carcasses.
Fast.
You guys recognize these wolf carcasses, any of you?
Oh yeah. Hell
The
yeah.
ones we murdered earlier.
The wolves started it.
Yeah, for real.
I see fists in some of them.
The mangy wolves. Yeah.
You detach your fists and like lay them inside people like eggs. With
like what are those dolls that are multiple dolls inside of the one?
the Matryoshka dolls.
Yeah,
she
like
turns-
my fists are just like they get smaller as they go.
She turns over to you guys. And she turns to you guys, and she has her hood pulled low, and she sort of looks over at the group and says, "This your work?"
Yes.
You bit me.
Is that a problem?
She says, "Well, you probably did it in self-defense, but
Correct.
these are," she says, "these are diseased wolves."
Oh joy! Does that mean that
That
we
makes
have
sense.
Oh, the better they're dead.
Did nobody of us got bit, right?
Oh, I believe I did.
Okay.
But you live in a bog, so
I am probably fine. Really not worried.
All of you should be probably fine. If you'd let me finish.
Sorry. We're a talkative bunch.
There's been a plague of this going through the area. A lot of wolves are coming up with this disease in one particular area. And she looks over at Targan and she goes, Targan, any chance that there's any breakfast in the inn? And he goes, he looks over at her and he says to her, Noala, for you? Yeah, there's always breakfast. Delma's always hoping to see you. And she goes, I'm going to go inside and get some breakfast. And if you guys want, we'll have a discussion over the mangy wolves. So maybe not.
Let me guess. Porridge?
God.
Oh, that's likely all that's going to be happening at this place, yeah.
I don't know if my stomach could take more.
Humans are so weak.
Might need a biscuit.
-1 AC
Got
penalty.
some hardtack in there. Got some hardtack somewhere.
Okay, God.
Some mangy bread.
That's just the way it is, man.
Feeling
That's the
it.
way it is.
Complain. Food is food.
Marmite. You have some Marmite in there?
Lots of fiber. So, I'm sorry, you said your name. Oh, well, actually, you didn't say your name. Targan said your name was Noala.
And she says, yes, and pleased to meet you.
My name is Finbald.
Qonit.
That is Qonit. Over there is Grzdylyn.
Grzdylyn.
God damn it. Grzdylyn.
And I'm Miri.
And that's Miri. I'm sorry. I'll leave it for last, Miri. Except for that guy, who's relatively new. Aiwin. That's Aiwin.
He's okay.
Yeah, we're getting to know him.
Good people.
Well,
A
it's very
tiny
nice
gruff voice comes out of my hair and just says,
to meet all
"Oi."
of you, but I really must eat. And so I'm going to go eat. Pleasure to meet all of you. And later on we can have a discussion on these mangy wolves. I just want to know some details if it's okay with you all. You're also welcome to join me for a fresh bowl of porridge.
Not sure how fresh it'll be.
It's always fresh.
Traipsing off through the woods to find this stump and
Oh, we need
What
to
is
take
in there
Targan
wants
for
to
a
speak?
walk.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Right.
might as well get some breakfast first, yes?
Sure.
How
Good, I'm
long?
starving.
How long? Based on the map that's on the back of that letter, how long do we think it may take to get to that stump?
It's going to take it's a 3-mile walk to the
Okay.
stump.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad. It's up in the forest. This
Right on the
area.
It's like 15 minutes.
How?
20 minutes.
you
Said
can
it
go
was 3 miles.
Yeah, for real. Like, what are you gonna sprint there, dude? Fucking, that's like a 5-mile. That's 3 miles in 15 minutes.
It's good pace.
Yeah,
He's a monk. He's
fucking
speedy.
monks. God damn it. I'm a dwarf. We're very dangerous at short distances. Okay. Breakfast and then a walk.
Sounds like a nice
like
morning.
Yeah, and it sounds like a beautiful morning. I'm so glad that we've made it to part 2. I'm actually quite excited. I'm not even sure what to do.
That's the best part of being a DM.
We're going
Yeah.
to go eat some breakfast. Well,
It's like here we are at part 2, and I'm like, oh, I was anticipating like making it here, but
Now what?
Now we're actually here, right?
yeah, now we're here.
Must.
Part 2. but we
Okay, do
didn't
you
level
guys
part 2.
Noala, you see Noala sitting sort of alone in the corner. She makes some conversation with Delma. They're speaking quietly to each other, and then Noala moves over to the table. Does anybody wish to listen in on the conversation? I don't know.
I mean, I have pretty good hearing.
I'll be half listening, well, trying to, well,
Surely no, I
fully
don't
listening
care.
in,
I'm
but
looking
kind
forward.
of making it look like I'm not actively listening in.
Agreed. Yeah, but what would I roll to make sure they don't
Perception check.
perception?
Please.
That's terrible,
Nope.
but not great.
Perception.
Nope.
Exactly the same. We're both equally perceptive.
Mm-hmm.
Grzdylyn type. You could have said that.
We were talking. I was being silly.
Okay, so nobody hears that. She sits down over in the corner of a bar. She begins to eat her porridge. Delma walks over to you guys and she says, "Would you guys like anything? Porridge, perhaps?
Oh.
If that is what is on the menu, then yes.
I could whip you up a fresh batch of eggs since all of you are very tired of porridge, but
Yes, please.
Yes,
That would
please.
also be-
and some
Poached.
bread? Some bread maybe?
Yes. Yes.
Wouldn't Qonit probably have them raw? Eggs raw?
Maybe,
For
I
the
think
gains?
For the gains, it's true.
Good God.
Crack them into my mouth.
For the kids?
Oh, I don't care. Shells, no shells, it's all food.
Oh God. Ugh.
Goblin, yo.
It's like
Probably
Rocky.
she probably eats bird eggs.
I do, they're delicious. The shells are so crunchy.
God.
Well, actually, are there any birds in the swamp? Is the question. Wouldn't they be more alligator eggs?
Birds.
Yeah, they're birds.
Spider eggs.
Let's move this along.
Thank
There
you,
are no
thank you.
There are no there
you.
are no poached eggs. And,
I would like a half hard boiled egg, a soft boiled egg.
This is
she
not
looks over at
based.
you and she
Canadian
shakes her head and she just goes, "Well, I made a fresh batch of hard-boiled eggs in the morning. You're welcome to have some of those."
I will
Great.
partake in your hard-boiled eggs. I enjoy a good hard-boiled egg or two.
Wonderful.
Okay. And some bread. Okay. So you guys go to eating. In the meantime, Noel eyes you guys with some, what's the word that I'm looking for? Distrust. She's got like a look of what's
Suspicion?
Apprehension?
Suspicion?
apprehension.
We're sus, huh?
Distrust, I thought. I like distrust, yeah.
Apprehension is the word. She's
Okay.
got like this look. She doesn't fully uncloak herself. She's just kind of looking up as she eats her porridge.
Does
I
she
try
have...
to smile at her cheerfully.
I just know
but
that
do
word
remember
because
that my
pretty much
teeth are
Aiwin's
very
given the same look.
There you go.
I smile, but my teeth are very pointy, so it may not have the effect I am trying to convey.
Intimidation roll. Even though you're not trying to it, it's intimidation.
I'm trying to be friendly, but I am razor tooth.
Can someone give me
Well, you've got
perception
the
checks,
feet, yeah?
please? All
No,
of
Perception
but
you.
checks?
I'm literally
Sure.
not trying
Where
to
is
intimidate her. I'm trying to be
perception?
friendly.
Bottom right of the sheet.
We go through this every time.
It says
I lose
perception.
it all the time.
We just don't play this
Oh,
game as
yes.
often.
We don't.
It's hard to memorize
We
the
need to
rules.
find out where
Perceive.
things are
There you
on
go.
our
I
character sheet.
didn't perceive shit.
No, you critically
That's why I
failed.
didn't listen.
Oh,
Oh, nope.
Huh.
Okay, try another perception check.
18.
Grzdylyn,
16 again.
Grzdylyn and Finbald, you notice that she's nursing a wound
Oh.
on her arm.
Oh.
I think she has been hurt. Maybe.
Yeah. I see that too.
I'm just gonna kind of hop down. I'm chomping on a hard-boiled egg. I have not peeled it.
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna sort of like
Ugh.
scamper over to our table and say, "I see you are hurt. Did wolves do this to you?"
And she looks over at you. Yes, I was attacked by a pack of mangy wolves as well pretty recently.
Yes, they attacked us as well. I believe one bit me, but I seem to have healed up. I do that pretty quickly. Do you need some assistance?
I mean, right now, not necessarily. What I do need to know is where you found these mangy wolves.
They were on
In-
the road just outside of town, and they attacked our caravan.
North of town.
Did we come from the north, Alex? I don't
Yeah,
know.
wherever we came from.
Whatever
Which
direction we
did
came into
come
town from, I'm not sure which direction we came from.
I think we came from the north.
I think-
I remember
yes.
we.
Guys
Yeah.
came
The
from
map
north of town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Then,
Right,
my
yes.
then my response is yes. On the
Can I
North
just
Road,
point
just
something
outside
out?
town.
What?
Yeah, just out of character. Wouldn't she know where they came from? Because the bodies were left where they were killed.
That's a good point.
That is a good point.
An investigator would say that.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Stop getting into character.
Well,
The funny thing, the thing is, Aiwin doesn't know where the wolves came from.
she looks
So
over
I
at you,
can't say
Aiwin, and
that
she
in
goes,
character.
"Well, you guys could have killed the wolves further up and then transported them and managed to drop them off of your caravan." I don't.
He can
Yeah.
grip it by the husk. Yeah.
Seems a
Seems
bit.
like a lot of extra work.
The
I
wolves
wanted to-
could have also chased you from a particular position and then engaged you, in which case they would have come from a different location. So it's
Well,
just,
I do not know where they came
They're
from. I
sick.
just know
How
that
much
they
do
have-
I
they
take
run?
care of the
Yeah.
woods around this town. I've been here for a while, and I'm sort of the ranger of these parts, and it's in my these wolves are in my interests are all the animals of Edrin's Folly. Jesus, I shouldn't have eaten pizza. Oh,
Oh. Water. Much more water.
Yes.
Lots of
Take a
water.
Pepsid too.
This is what happens, folks. You eat pizza at a certain point in the day, and it comes back over
oh pizza
and over and over. Don't do it to yourself.
Worth it. Pizza's
Totally worth it.
I had
Pizza last night.
at our house.
She says for the past several years, there has been an ever-growing blight in the region.
What?
It started as a few years ago as a group of single sickly trees has become a series of seemingly unconnected pockets of dead and dying plants. And still, some animals living near the areas have strange mutations and have turned hostile to travelers and locals alike. And so,
Very strange.
this is a
That's
bit of a
sad.
problem, as you can see.
Yes.
Sure.
Just a moment. And I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm gonna try and heal her a little bit.
So are you? She goes, "What are you doing?"
Sorry, and I just go back to my ale. I said, "I'm sorry. I was trying to help."
Qonit,
Can I do a
Qonit is drinking ale at 7:00 in the morning.
it's great. It's fantastic.
Can I do a lore with my bug and
It's like-
swap lore roll to
Probably
see
better than drinking the water.
if I recall anything like this having happened around the region that I'm from?
Sure. No.
11. However, hold on a second, because I have
She has a thing. Got a thing. Use your thing.
Dubious
Dubious
knowledge.
You're a treasure trove of information, but not all of it comes from reputable sources. When you fail, but don't critically fail, a recall knowledge check using any skill, you learn a bit of true knowledge and a bit of erroneous knowledge, but you don't have any way to differentiate which is which.
Ooh.
One of us always lies. One of us always tells the truth.
So you've heard of these effects from the bog that you're from, and you've heard that it could be caused by magic. Large amounts of magical use in the area that drains properties, some type of black magic. And then you've also heard that it could be caused by still water going bad. What am I saying? Stagnant water in certain areas that doesn't drain out right? Or contamination from decaying bodies in pools of water, for example, could totally cause plants to not get the appropriate water along certain bog lines, etc. So that's what you know, Grzdylyn.
I will explain to everybody. Well, I have heard of such things happening, and it could be, a large amount of black magic. Somebody is doing this on purpose, or it could be something as simple as the water is no longer good for some reason. Maybe there are a bunch of
I shouldn't
dead
use the term
bodies.
black magic. I should say necromancy.
It could be
Necromancy.
necromancy. which I do
Mhm.
know a thing or two about, or it could be, just somebody buried a bunch of dead bodies and it's poisoning the water. Either
Yep.
one seems possible. There was a big war here, yes?
Yep.
She looks over at you and she goes, I settled here after the war.
Mhm.
And
Talking
how
about
long
the
after-
Goblin War.
Yes. And how long after the Goblin War did this problem begin?
Well, this has been happening for a few years now. It started with plants and foliage, and now it's spreading into animals and mutating them, making them very hostile to travelers.
Is this blight like all over, or is it like starting from a certain place and just spreading out?
It seems to be starting up in the north. I mean, there's a clearing, and I would say it's about a 3 square kilometer area. Mile area.
I was gonna say, you guys don't use kilometers around here, right, D? Because like I don't jive with that.
Could you take us to that area?
I would be happy to take you to that area. Remember that you guys have a commitment to Targon this morning, but
We
Well,
do have
after the
to take a
walk.
walk.
Yeah, we'll take a walk. It'd be nice to the.
You
Suppose
can have your breakfast first.
It'll be our warm up.
you
Yeah.
say you're a ranger, yes? You spend lots of time in the woods around here. Sorry, angry cats. You spend lots of time in the woods around here. Qonit, the map.
I take out the message and flip it over and hand it to her.
I don't suppose that this map is also in this region where things are going bad, is it?
she looks at it and she nods her head. Yeah, that's within the region.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, well, then that is 2 birds and 1 stone, as they say.
Coincidence? I think not.
Agreed, Ramfist.
My God, that's the first right idea I've had for such a long time. It's amazing.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm sorry. It was just like I have to be proud of myself for something I do.
Well, she
so
says
we-
it's surprising to see a whole group of folks so interested in the blight. I mean, the local sheriff, I brought this to his attention years ago, and he hasn't sent for any help.
he is
Is that
fairly
Rolf?
useless.
Yes.
Yes, well, he's an idiot.
Yeah,
remember?
everyone agrees, and we are in the same boat.
Yes,
Well, I
he's
do
a
not-
moron.
I do not remember that he's an idiot. He is a confirmed idiot.
Yes, he is a moron.
He's the local town sheriff slash
Being said, we are
mayor.
Like something out of Scary Movie with that one.
Why
David
does he
Arquette
keep
character.
being elected?
Exactly.
I mean, we keep doing his job for him anyway. So it seems that the job we are already doing and the thing you are asking us to do might have something to do with each other. And so, why not just do the whole mishmash at once and get it over with? Yes. The sooner we solve this, the sooner we get the fuck out of here. That is my main concern.
And I can come back
No
to this
offense to
delicious
your-
porridge as I eat some more porridge.
Well, she puts a porridge of spoon into her mouth. She says, "My fears are that if I don't do anything, if I don't get to the bottom of this problem soon, that it'll start to spread to the farms and the fields."
And the
And
town
she-
will slowly die.
And
Yes,
she
we
puts-
must take care of
She puts another
And it already
bunch
is.
of oats into her mouth. You know, another bunch of porridge into her mouth.
Yes, we
Yeah,
must
so-
save this thriving metropolis. That is exactly my point.
Aiwin will just go over to the elf, put her hand on her shoulder, and just say, "Don't worry about it. Oh, I'm on the case." And
He leans away from you. She's like, "Why are you touching me? Don't touch me."
Right, so we go talk to the target man outside, and then we come back and we speak with you.
Who laughed? What was that?
Never mind.
I just heard a giant laugh in the background.
Yeah, that's not. It's fine.
All right.
Bingo
I
card.
am on the case.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
What was that?
Good.
Look,
let's get to him.
So
it's
yeah,
just
I'm
fun.
on the case
It's
about
fun.
figuring out how to fix this blight, if you will. Just
She says, "I do see you guys as a great opportunity to assist me in fixing the blight. You all seem very interested. And that sounds great. I can meet you
This afternoon. We
this
have an
afternoon
engagement this
around.
morning.
Oh, busy.
We make friends.
It seems we are much in demand, being, competent.
And new.
Well, I'll meet you at the bridge to the north of the town.
Excellent.
Around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Excellent.
It's a couple
I'll
hours
bring
from now.
the-
That's fine.
I'll bring my caravan some tools. I mean, not my caravan, my sled, like my wheelbarrow with some tools and some things that we can possibly use as tools out in the field. If that's okay with you guys.
Yes.
This is your show.
Sure, yeah.
Just one question before we head out.
Yes.
Do you know of any place around here that can sell potions, like to cure like poisoning or even health potions?
No, I do not. I don't think there is any place like that around here. These townsfolk are pretty simple people. They're just farmers. Nothing like that here.
Kind of new to town, so thought I'd better ask the person that, as you said, you've been out around here for quite a considerable amount of time.
Do you live around here? I mean, like, do you live in Atron's Folly, or do you live out in the... Where do you live?
I live in the woods.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You live in a
child.
swamp. Ah. It's like we are same.
Except not at all. Like, really.
You're
was
so
wondering what you were talking
negative,
about.
Fisty.
You're so negative.
Don't be so negative, Fisty.
I'm not... Did you just call me Fisty?
So did Sarah.
Did she call me... You guys are calling me Fisty now?
Grizzly said.
Grizz and Fisty?
That's right.
It's like the... Coming
Well, you just
soon
call her
to
Big
Fox, Grizz and Fisty. Jesus Christ. All right.
No, it's Vixen Fist.
Just
Well-
smile at him and crunch on another egg.
You just see him just like... "Ugh."
Next to the Fast and the Furious franchise.
She finishes up her porridge and she looks over at you guys and she says, "You guys do whatever you need to do. I am going to run some errands this morning, and I'll meet you north of the bridge between 1 and 2 p.m. and then we can go burn these mangy wolves' bodies." Sounds like a plan.
Sure.
Barbecue
Yeah.
it too. Got it.
Hmm?
Nothing. I'm going to go see an old man about to walk.
You guys go see old man Bout Walk.
Yes.
We're gonna take a jaunt. We're gonna go poke around.
She leaves, and as she's leaving, you guys hear her say, "They're all a bit odd." And she steps outside and just takes off.
Who are you talking to? Are you talking to?
It's odd.
Yeah, like, are you talking to yourself? Like, who are you? Are you talking to? Never mind. Okay.
Probably
Perception
Delma.
check.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, please.
I am going to go find. I keep forgetting his name. Tagrin?
Hardin? Hardin?
Hardin?
Old man needs a walk.
Old walking
The old man
yes.
that needs a walk.
Yes.
Old walking man, yeah.
Old walking
Yes.
guy.
Get the leash.
I am not exactly large enough to help, but I can.
I think he just wants the company, right? He doesn't want to
Well,
use
no,
you
he
as
said
a
his
crutch.
No, he said he needs help.
Oh, he needs
No,
help.
He actually needs you as a crutch.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah,
Okay,
he-
well, I'm the
he's a
perfect size. It seems. I guess.
Right on. Yeah.
I
you're-
am 3 feet 3 inches tall.
I'm a
So
little taller than you.
I'm
Yeah.
a little bit on the short side.
Yeah. He can just like press his
can
hand
test
against
it
my
out.
massive helmet and just press down. And I'm sure it'll be,
a dwarf cane.
oh my god.
God, where is this guy?
We just put one of us on each side. It becomes like a walker.
It goes boom. I'm sure we can give him some form of craftsmanship that may aid him in his difficulty walking. There's no reason to be.
Well, we've got a few crafters.
My
in
fists
the-
won't do it.
Not everything
Well,
is
maybe-
solved with your fist, Qonit. You can't just punch a guy into
Craft
walking
roll.
better.
I mean, if I punch his back in specific
Don't
places,
do
maybe
that.
he
You
won't
will.
be so
You will paralyze him.
I am a
No,
professional
I'll probably kill him.
person.
Let's be honest.
I got that
Craft
guy.
maybe a walking stick or something like that.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I would hope.
Could probably do that, yes.
Do I still have that half of the timber that I punched?
That's right. The spit that we used for Halid.
Right, the one I split. Is that somewhere lying around? I mean, if it's worthy.
Probably still.
He's
around
already
the
using
town.
canes, guys.
Oh my God! Wow.
Are you guys gonna finish your breakfast and go out?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
get
yeah,
some-
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, we have finished breakfast. We go to get the old man.
Okay. As you step outside, he looks over to you and he says, "Oh, I see that we're here to help me out. You see, for a few years now, I've been unable to walk more than a few steps, and I'm also quite blind. But it would be nice to see the morning on a day like to this, and I figure as a part of keeping you guys hosted up in the feed mill until, Lord fucking Cranberry arrives or whatever the fuck his name is. That you guys can go ahead and walk. You can give me a walk, and maybe I'll give you a little history lesson about this here fucked up town. Sound good to you?
Yeah.
Sounds great,
Sure.
Target.
I would say lead the way, but I don't think you can. So
Can't see,
Well,
can't walk.
He points over to Qonit Sonra, and then he points over to Ramfist. Ramfist. And it reminds me of Super Troopers for some reason.
Well, there's a lot.
Ramatorn?
There's a lot of references. Don't worry. Keep going.
Just a question. Could I try and help Targun just maybe like get up under his arm just to help support him, like the kind
Oh,
of
sure.
bro carry? Because though I don't want to use strength because I'm pretty shitty at strength.
Mm-hmm.
So just the support
Yeah.
rather than take any real
Okay.
weight.
So he's like, okay, well, I was planning on using that there Ramfist as a crutch, sort of, but that works out
Told
better.
you, dwarf cane.
A little taller.
Wouldn't be the first time. Just letting you know. It's cool.
as long as it is not goblin cane, I think goblins have suffered enough in this town.
Yes,
so you guys start your walk, and
See you
as
at
you
the
start your walk,
scorpions.
he lets you know that well, I guess I should try and converse it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can if you want to, or you can just summarize. Up to you.
You
Well,
lord
he
dump
says,
however you
Dil-
want.
Dilma
baby.
got me this wheelchair that's like a modified push cart that doesn't work very well, but God bless her. She's been my neighbor for quite a few years. So, first we'll start with the feed mill. As you look here over at the feed mill, I'm very proud of this particular setup that I got going. As you see, it's not as shanty as the rest of the town, and that's because I've had people come and take care of it. And it's not just a feed mill; it's also the local tavern and the local festive region, and the barn is the inn.
Yeah, we have been.
well acquainted.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does the dwarf always interrupt everyone?
Oh, fuck it. Never mind. I'll just shut up and let you go ahead and lore dump for me, Tagrin. Being Targan, whatever your fucking name is. That's fine. Go.
Be kind, Ramfist.
I opened up this here feed mill more than 50 years ago. A bit before the Goblin Wars. A bit before the Goblin Wars. My brother died in that conflict, along with much of my extended family. There was a sister-in-law in there that I didn't like much. The town itself seems sort of avoid the worst of the conflict, which primarily happened to the west of here, a bit far away. I would say about 50 kilometers. Damn it, it's me in kilometers, dude. 32 miles to the west.
Very specific.
He slowly looks over at you, Grzdylyn, and he's like, "Oh, times have changed." And then he's like, "Well,
I
let's."
smile at him, but not kindly.
I don't think he can even see that.
He can't. Then he goes,
I go like this.
if we start to head, if you and that there, what's your name, little elf fellow? Aiwin, I
Aiwin.
believe. If Aiwin and Qonit decide to move west, I can talk to you a little bit about the Plaguestone.
Yes.
So this area here was used to give food and aid to those suffering from a plague. And so you might hear that this town here has been called Plaguestone before. And this is exactly the reason why it's been called Plaguestone. Because of this here stone. The plague that came to Trisfali, everyone suspected a local witch named Silwith starting the damn thing. She was actually some sort of alchemist or some shit. I don't know. I just think she was a fucking witch. And after Silwith cursed the town, there was this priest who was around before she died. Soon after, Father Bulgris contracted the plague and died as well. The daughter, the witch did have a daughter. Her name was Vilry.
One more time.
I'm sorry. What
Bill?
was that name?
Could you folks stop interrupting me?
Can you say that name one more time, please? I'm sorry. I was coughing.
The daughter's name of the damn witch was Vilry. I remember.
Vilry.
Vilry.
Excellent. Thank you.
Young teenager. Just young. Time. She stuck
Scusi,
around. Huh?
Our character,
Yeah.
while guys talking, I'm just gonna detect magic on the stone. See if there's any.
Oh yeah,
magic
no
on the
problem. No
stone.
problem. There's no magic on the stone.
Yeah. That's all I just wanted to ask.
No
So, yeah, that was just out of character.
yeah, no, I got you. That's why you said out of character.
Yeah.
Which had a the daughter's name, yeah, Vilry. I believe you guys asked her. So Vilry, yeah.
Bill.
Would you like me to spell it for you?
Yes.
Would you mind?
I believe it starts with a V.
Mm-hmm.
I L R double E.
Yes. Sounds accurate.
She stuck around. How the fuck do you know how accurate is it with you people? This is turning out to be the strangest walk. Anyway, thank you.
You're welcome.
Who stuck that? She probably died or ran off.
Sure.
Call someone's boyfriend, yes.
It was Father Bulgrist who accused Silwith of being a witch. I don't really remember the details, but the whole town kind of backed up Father Solish. But anyway, this is why the town sort of has the, AKA Plaguestone name. Don't say that around the local townsfolk, though. It's really just Etron's folly for you folk. Okay? we should head up north
Mhm.
a little bit. So
Let's
you
do it.
guys head up north for a bit. Let me see if I can move all of you. Here you go.
Oh shit! My God, he's done it, and he's he's brought Tamley with it. Damn it!
Finbald is
And Bort, Bort and Tamley are coming with us. Damn
It's this weekend at Bernie's.
it! He's still in the basement.
Prop him up. Prop him up.
No one can know he's dead.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's fucking 5 of you.
Yes, indeedy.
So here, we call this particular part of the village of the Dead Homes, and it's a sort of an ominous name because here's where most of the damn plague victims lived. As you can see, most of their homes are empty or in a terrible state of disrepair. I really don't know because I can't see anymore, but at least it was that way about 3 years ago. There are some very poor and desperate folks that call this part of town home. That there Hallett was one of them. Anybody that's got any money lives on the south side of the town, not the north side. This is like Vanessa say, the south side of the town ain't that good either. But anybody that's got any money on the south side of town, this here area is filled with dead homes. Anyway, I want to see here, unless you folks have any more questions relating to this particular area.
Can I use one of my beats?
You could do whatever you need to do.
Let's see.
I mean, as a GM, you could do whatever you need to do.
Yeah. Where is it? That one.
Ooh, damn. What's this? You observe and assess your surroundings with great speed.
How does this work?
I have no idea. That's why I thought this was basically just. You could say it's seeking to see if there's any signs of plague on these houses, if you will.
No, that happened like 20 fucking
years
years
ago.
ago, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's long in the past. Yeah. All right, so next he's like, all right, there's like, let's do a little detour here, and what we'll do is we'll walk the long way around the feed mill, and we'll go to a nice little part on the south side of town that I used to walk by. Here's where the oatmeal grows, and over here is the Drunken Shepherd's Path.
Drunken shepherds?
Yes.
I don't know.
Here's where the turnip farms are. They were once sheep pastures, but the last large flock of sheep left town many years ago. And then after here, we maybe should visit the old shrine.
These drunk shepherds.
Where does the
Yeah.
path lead to?
Well, it leads sort of around the town. It's built like a circle. So we'll actually go down the path a little bit to the north. There's a pretty little area up there that I used to hang out with when I was with this lady that I used to, Anyway, yeah, shut the fuck up.
I didn't say nothing. I was just clearing my throat. We dwarves, we have to clear our throats every once in a while. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because you grew up in caves, saw that coal and always get stuck.
You're
down there.
being really, really like racist, elf. So like, let's just cool with that. Yeah,
What are you guys talking about with racism?
it's cool. No worries. Getting to know each other. This is the fun way of doing it.
Racism? What strange people.
This here is the old shrine. It's a shrine dedicated to this god called Gozeth. I don't really know much about him. It's also been served for other purposes.
Gozeth. Can I do a religion check when he says the word Gozeth?
Yeah, you could do a religion check. Why not?
Solid.
I'm going to do one as well.
Oh, fuck it. Everybody can do a religion check.
Oof.
You don't know who the fuck Gozeth is.
Gozeth the.
Go this Gozerian.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I am climbing a tree.
What is this religion you talk of?
Hmm.
Damn,
Here
Aiwin.
we go.
Oh, damn.
And I only have a +2 on religions. That was actually pretty good.
I have -1.
Yeah.
So,
Um.
Gozeth Aiwin is an ancient deity thought to have existed for as long as the wind has blown and the waters swelled. His faithful are to be found in all places of nature, doing her will as they have for eons. He is
specifically
counted her, he, they just interchange her and he, so I think it's sexless. He is counted among one of the original gods that fought against Rovug in the defense of all creation. The domain,
so I'm sensing probably a good deity.
neutral good, lawful neutral, neutral chaotic, neutral evil.
So neutral. Okay.
Nature is always neutral.
All neutral things. Yes.
All neutral.
All neutral things. So it could go from good to evil.
Okay.
And it covers lawful as well. Chaotic.
Yeah.
Air, animal, plant, water, weather are the domains. Subdomains are clouds. Cloud, singular. Don't know what the fuck that means. Decay, growth, oceans, seasons, wind. Favored weapon is a trident. Realm is the material plane. Alignment is neutral. And the deity goes by several titles. The wind and the waves. Lazum, the Sky Father. Hiraj. I hate it when they mix a Y and a J. Confuses the fuck out of me because sometimes a J is a Y sound for me, and sometimes it's a J sound, and sometimes it's a H sound. So
Speaks too many languages.
let's
really
use
do.
the Hjarth and Torinthia. She who guides the wind and the waves. So it's an interesting deity who both has a penis and a vagina.
Gender fluid deity. I like it.
Totally gender fluid deity. More of like a hermaphrodite.
Okay.
He and she are used interchangeably. So I'm assuming that both sexes are there.
That's why I said gender fluid. Both genders represented in nature. I dig it.
Yeah.
Two genders represented in nature.
Exactly.
Gender fluid.
Yes.
So he says to you, and now I'm going to go back into character mode.
Do it.
Druids used to gather at the shrine a long time ago. Since Father Bulgrist's death, nobody's come here anymore. Unfortunately, the area is overrun by wilderness, and the shrine appears to be home to a hungry group of bloodseekers.
What?
They're like giant fucking mosquitoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or vampire.
Or vampire mosquitoes.
Yeah, they're like the scourges of swamps and damp, abandoned places. They're ravenous, blood-drinking creatures sucking their livestock dry. It's just... That's why the sheep aren't around here anymore. Is those damn fucking bloodseekers. Anyway. Let's walk south through sheep's... the drunken
Drunk
Shepherd's
sheep man
Path.
place, yes.
Drunk Shepherd's
Cheap
Path to Etron's Hill over here.
I
Now
was
that you
about
guys
to ask about this, but so luckily I didn't ask. But I guess
well, luckily, you're welcome to ask questions. Please interrupt.
well, I was going to ask when we're at the
He
previous
eyes
location. So
he eyes Ramfist with a stern face. Please.
Why are you eyeing me? You can't even see me. Jesus Christ.
he's only half blind.
He goes, I know you're there. You're just a
Well, you better know I'm here. I'm not
tiny,
going anywhere.
blurry, loud figure.
Jesus.
Anyway,
And of course, he's wearing plate armor, so it's probably
Yeah, I kind of clank. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
I
totally it.
stand on my tiptoes so I can pet him on shoulder and be like, "It's okay, Fisty, calm down."
Oh my gods. Oh my gods. With the fucking pet names.
so this here is the home of the site of the first home built in the area. I spent a fortune founding the town. Or no, Etran. He spent a fortune founding the town. I only spent a fortune on the feed mill / tavern / barn / inn.
So is that a wall, an L-shaped wall, or is that a house?
It's a burnt down house. man.
Oh, this is like a
Ah,
ruins. Okay.
It's
Okay.
Let me guess, he spent all of his money to build this town and then it failed, and that is why it's his folly?
well, his whole family and him were burned here because the house is too far away from a well.
They burned him because it was too far away from a whale? Jesus
Well,
Christ.
it's
Why would you do
It's
that?
The
brutal.
townsfolk could see it burning from far away, so
Oh, I get you.
they tried to get over here in time, and unfortunately they could not, and his whole family and him perished up here in the house.
Oh my god.
That's why people started building houses closer to wells. And unfortunately, that's why the name of the town is Etron's Folly.
Oh my.
As the tiny goblin, I believe she's a goblin. I can't really see. I'm pretty sure she's a goblin, though. Correctly stated.
So is this burnt house at like the top of the hill? Because that's kind of what it looks like in the
Yes.
map. It looks like it's at top of the hill.
He said it was called Etron's Hill, so I'm assuming yes.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Just wanted to double check that because it's hard to tell sometimes from top-down maps.
Yes. Well, anyway, you guys could take me back to the feed mill now.
Oh, certainly.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
I just cut across all the path.
You guys, this took too damn long, and I'm late for lunch.
What? See,
This is the guy that can't walk.
I was gonna say, it's like he actually complaining that we took him for a walk?
Well, he subtly insulted all of us and possibly didn't even know it.
You guys do realize this guy is a little bit senile, right?
Oh.
He is,
He is.
Yeah.
he is
I-
old. The old always do this.
I smelled it before it happened.
The smell of mothballs.
Yes.
I love the smell of mothballs.
Well, I thank you very much. I'm go inside, and Delma's gonna make me some lunch.
I don't know why, but he sounds like Harry Carey. Like I don't
Hi.
Hi.
Dad. That's gonna be great.
You broke Matt. Matt
Oh
is broken.
man, that's the best.
Actually, can we take a break?
Hi.
We
take a
certainly can take a break. That would
Cubs
be...
win. Cubs win.
Don't do this to me. Now I'm
Too much,
imagining
Matt.
like I'm
my
imagining
next
like
character
Will
has to be
Ferrell
Harry
as
Carey,
Harry
just
Carey,
the next
like
character.
with his hand on like my head and the other hand like on Aiwin, just like hi. I can't do it. I'm
Hi.
so-
Where are we going? We're going for a walk. I can't see.
Okay, great. I need some water and to get my face out of a ridiculous smile. Would you like to take a break, Alex?
Well, I just said, can we take a break?
We can certainly take a break. I'll be more than happy.
2-hour mark, so
Yeah,
usual
yes.
break time.
Let's do it. Let's do a good. How about 5 or 7? You tell me, Alex.
No, 7 minutes is good.
Fantabulous. We'll be back with more Pathfinder 2nd Edition. The Fall of Plaguestone. We'll be back in 7 minutes.
Try not to curse.
That's all right. You do what you need to do. See you in 7 minutes, everyone.
Boom!
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Slight technical difficulties, but they are fixed. And now we are back.
Nice.
So, shall we saunter to the north to see
Yes,
our
let's-
ranger friend?
Mosey.
Let's go meet the wolf
Mosey,
lady.
which is our. Yeah, let's go see.
Mosey.
Let me move you guys to the bridge.
Oh, I love this fast travel shit. It just makes me go, weak in the knees. I love it.
I'm going to scramble up on Qonit's shoulders again and get a piggyback ride.
Hmm.
My small legs are tired. We walked a lot.
God, the bridge. The bridge!
The bridge!
I hold them like a small child.
Exactly. I'm just up on the shoulders, like, yeah.
Ramfist looks over at Qonit and, like, you know, the real, like, Debbie Downer that he really is. He just looks at you and goes, you know, you're going to get a hernia for that. I'm just letting you know. It happened to me once.
Yep. Well, you know.
It doesn't matter how strong you are. You know, you got good core strength. That really help you a lot. But I'm just saying, you're going to get a hernia.
Well, I mean, some
I
monks actually
lightly
do that as
punch him
training.
in the shoulder.
PC, you are wound way too tight. Did anybody ever tell you that? You have to relax.
You know, my mother
Let's do
said
some squats with her on her shoulder.
my mother
It's
said
training.
that to me once, Grzdylyn. And then he like
Hey.
sticks out a finger, and goes once.
Hey, Fisty.
I just smile with my very sharp
Mouse
teeth.
Faust is very different.
Fausty, let me make you a deal. I gotta make you a deal.
So she Noella, you see her over here at the clearing with her, you know,
I think she is on
Parked.
GM lair because we do not see.
And yeah, unless she's meant to be
unfortunately I don't have like a
a token.
Oh,
token
there is no
for-
token
token. Okay.
for her. So just
Gotcha.
imagine that she's there standing there with a brown
Theater of the mind.
in a fucking cart. With a bunch of bodies on the cart, like a plague doctor.
Yes, you said something about burning these wolves?
That's right. And so she
Okay.
goes and she says, "Follow me." And she leads you to a clearing in the woods, which I will blow up. But it's like right here.
That you will blow up.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, I will blow up this clearing. Ba-boom!
Power.
Okay, that's cool.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
It's a very small clearing.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm looking through
The maps, yeah.
the maps for the right encounter.
It's a counter.
Whoop.
It's a
I mean, we're going to set things on fire. It seems only fair.
True.
no,
like
what
a
happens
big
when you burn
sign
it
saying,
down?
right here. Come and get me.
it's a clearing. What happens in clearings? Encounters.
Nobody knows.
Clearings?
I was gonna say
Explosions.
stays in clearings. So we have entered said clearing, waiting for Noala Kesrir. That's a cool ass name. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm gonna just sort of step out of our little adventure here, just from a
GM perspective.
not even DM's perspective, just like an RPG enthusiast perspective. I like the differences in certain artistic interpretations of certain character archetypes. Example, Noala Kesrir, the elf, right? And I think, for that matter, as far as I can see,
The ranger elf.
yeah, well,
Well said.
in general, like the difference between like Pathfinder goblins and D&D goblins is quite significant. And the difference, I think,
Oh, yeah.
between elves here in Pathfinder and the elves in D&D is also pretty significant in terms of, like, first of all, gigantic fucking ears, like bats, like jeez, and their eyes are enormous and very cool.
Yeah, I think in
Not
like D&D
earist.
world, elves are just pointy ears, aren't they?
Yeah. They have, like, you know,
Why is she gotta look like a Batman?
I don't know. I didn't draw her. I'm just saying her ears kind of like stick out like this way, you know? They don't like go backwards. They like go out like this, like it should be like Koala Kesrir, not Noala Kesrir.
Koalas don't have ears.
They do.
So she
What?
walks over. She
They have
walks over to.
Like,
She walks
they're
over to.
bears.
I'm sorry,
Clearing.
Vanessa. Could you please throw the bullshit card at him and just say like, "What?"
Through the door, but yeah. Koalas have ears.
Settle down. I can't speak.
Sorry.
loud.
We're being that rowdy party. Okay, go ahead.
Can't speak loud.
Okay.
So she walks you guys over to a clearing. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's already a campfire burning there. Actually, it's not a campfire. It's a fucking pyre. Okay. And she goes, "Help me with the bodies." And as she,
Nope, go ahead.
yeah,
I
So-
scramble down from Qonit's shoulders and say, "This one's all you, tall man."
these wolves aren't the first, and I'm afraid they won't be the last. Worse still. As she begins to drag the body of the caustic wolf to the fire, the forest itself is turning sour. Plants and trees are withering, bearing bitter fruit that sickens and kills those who eat it. If you've been out to the old orchard, you've seen it. The blight is growing, and I need your help to stop it. So help her burn the bodies.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm a little scared. I'm not quite sure what she
I
wants
grab
me
a
to
body
do.
and throw it on the pyre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at
Yeah,
the wolves. I'm like, they're
actually-
the same size as me. I am no help here.
Would I be able to, I don't know, make a craft? I'll say it maybe a crafting check, because what happens when caustic meets fire?
Oh, don't worry about that, man. This is how she takes care of. This is normally what she
What
does
she
with the
does.
wolves.
Standard.
It's the standard procedure
Standard
for
operating
burning
procedure.
mangy wolves.
Hey, Matt, nice mug, by the way.
I don't know what you're talking about, Chris.
I will collect more wood to put on the fire since I am useless at carrying wolves the same size as me.
So
I want to put flower petals or something on there so it doesn't smell as bad.
So you smell the burning flower petals instead of the burning caustic meat.
It's just
Like
going
it.
to smell like barbecue with
She
cheese.
seasons it.
Oh god.
she looks at you guys and she says, "Listen, I don't have much to offer. Okay, but what I can offer is training.
Training
Yeah.
in.
And she will tell you what kind of training.
Survival, maybe.
All right. So back in GM mode, if you guys choose
GM
to
mode.
accept her little mission, she can train you in the ranger archetype. So, which means when you guys go up to level 3, you can take on a feat,
Oh.
which gives you the ranger archetype, right?
That's
Huh.
cool.
She can also do some retraining. Noala can serve as a teacher who can retrain ranger feats and skill feats as long as the new skill feat is linked to nature or survival.
Cool.
As long as the feat being trained is level 5 or lower, Noala reduces the training time to the minimum allowed.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Special feats. Noala can teach the characters a special ranger feat as well as a special skill feat that can be taken by anyone trained in survival. Note, The Noalis training does not grant characters these feats, but merely unlocks them for later selection. This training takes about 2 days per feat, but can take place at the same time as any training performed with Noala. So, Relentless Stalker, which is reaction feat 2. Trigger an adjacent creature you are hunting attempts to move away from you using an action that has the move trait. Your hunted prey cannot escape your relentless pursuit. Stride up to your speed in tandem with the triggering creature remaining adjacent to the foe through its movement until it stops moving or you run out of movement. You can ignore difficult terrain during this movement unless the difficult terrain is caused by a magical effect. Wilderness Spotter Feature 2, Prerequisite Expert in Survival. Select one type of terrain from the following list: aquatic, Arctic, desert, forest, mountains, plains, sky, swamp, or underground, or I don't know, crazy shit. You can use survival in place of perception to roll initiative when in the selected terrain in a natural location, not a structure, even if you weren't tracking or otherwise using survival before the encounter. You can also use survival instead of perception to notice the trap in natural locations in chosen terrain. If you find a snare in this way, you can also use survival instead of thievery to disable the device. Special. You can select this feat more than once. Each time you select it, the feat applies to a new type of terrain.
Cool.
So that's all the things that she can do. So going back into character mode, I can offer training. But I've heard
can
that
you
you've
go
been
over
working
the
with Rolf
skill
and have
increase
dealt with the
again?
the skill increase. What?
Yeah, because you said you needed a mod of less than 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, meaning that the feat level is less than 5, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was just questioning. Is that the mod or just the feat level? Full stop.
No, it's the feat level. It's got to be less than 5.
Okay. Yeah, I
Right.
just
So
wanted to double check that because all mine are over 6. So
right. So if any of you decide that you want to go into the Ranger archetype, she'll spend 2 days training you guys in the Ranger archetype when you get to level 3, which is really neat. Pathfinder has a neat way of handling multiclassing, which, by the way, I'm a very big fan of. Like, you don't exactly switch levels into another class. What you do is you take on the feat of a class, which gives you those abilities, and then you can continue to level that class up with feats, which eventually allows you to cast the spells. For example, in D&D 5e, Elbathan will never be able to cast an 8th or 9th level spell. But if I was to branch off into, let's say, Wizard at level 3 and acquire the Wizard feat, by the time Elbathan reached level 20, I would be able to cast an 8th or a 9th level spell.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's
pretty
cool.
neat.
So it's like
Right.
you're almost like able to utilize. That's really cool.
That's
Okay.
an interesting way of learning a new, like a new profession. I like that.
Right. You're not branching out of your class and gaining levels in a new class. You continue to gain levels in your class, and the way that you augment that class as you level is by acquiring more feats in that class. Like, it allows you that initial step to acquire that feat opens up all of that class's feats, as well as level casting, spell casting. And so I think at 6th level, 9th level, 12th level, you can grab a spell casting feat, which allows you to cast spells between certain levels. It gets a little complicated, but it's a neat way to work into the character class. Obviously, they're never going to be as powerful as a wizard,
right?
Right? Or
that's part and parcel of it, though. That's an understanding,
right? But if you're like a rogue and you want to dabble in alchemy, for example, to heal and also create poisons, that would be like an interesting.
That's a nice marry of the two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think, as an alchemist, this is something that would be helpful. Like I'm thinking you could recognize things out in the like ingredients and stuff like that, I guess.
Yeah, it
As
would
a
be useful.
ranger.
It would be useful to make like reagents, and like you could make bombs. You could make healing potions. You could make poisons. You could do all kinds of things with alchemy.
So does
Yeah, I want to go
taking
for
a
it.
so taking a ranger archetype feat, did that unlocks like the ranger's class abilities or just the ranger feats to you?
It'll unlock the ranger's some of the ranger's class abilities and some of the ranger's feats.
Does it like unlock like rangers proficiencies or anything like that?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. so you'll be able to take some ranger proficiencies, like feat 1, feat 2, depending on the level of the feat. I mean, if you guys want, we can have a session where we cover that. If anybody decides to do that at a level 3,
Sure.
we can sort of like have a session where we cover how that works.
That sounds pretty cool. Yeah.
Could have an entire party that's multi-classed into
I've seen that actually. I have well, not into Ranger, but I've seen a lot of Pathfinder groups that are multi varied. They're not all just like single class out the wazoo into a specific. There is a lot, and this actually branches into out of 3.5, to be honest, because Paizo took Pathfinder out of 3.5, and in 3.5 it was almost unheard of for you not to have multi-classed.
Gotcha.
And so Paizo has taken this to the next level, I think, which is great.
Yeah, well, they completely did away with it because you even in 3.5, I think you still needed to level in that class.
Correct. Yeah. So they've changed the architecture of it, which is great.
Well, completely.
Nice.
So yeah, I think Aiwin might take that. Go for the ranger feat.
I mean, if we're going to help her, we can decide how we want to be quote unquote paid later. We don't have to choose right now, right? Like,
Right.
if we just say, yeah, we're going to help, and then when we hit level 3, decide what, if any, training we want from her.
Right.
Yep.
I want to give Noella a token.
Yeah. I can make one for you and then throw it on there. Actually, I'll let me make it and I'll send it to you in Discord and then you can throw it on there. How's that? Give me a second. I will do for you.
Roll advantage.
Token maker.
Yes. Token maker. Keep going while I make the token. There's no need for you to wait for me.
Okay. So yeah.
So
burning wolf.
She looks over at you guys and she says, Our first journey, the first blight I've seen, is going to take about 3 hours to get there.
That's about right.
Okay.
Can we stop by this stump first?
Actually,
if that's on the way.
Actually, you're at the location of the stump right now.
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh.
No way.
I look at the map and I kind of look around and I go, just a second. And I walk over to like the stump. Do I find
the stump is in this clearing where she's burning the wolves?
Yeah.
Oh, that was easy.
So the stump is in the clearing.
That was easy.
Okay.
And I just kind of look at the stump and I look at everybody else. I think this is the stump.
Oh.
Okay, so let's see what's in the drop point. Located at Transfolly, the drop point on a hollow tree stump in a small clearing. Inside are a few empty crates, but nothing of value.
Motherfuck. Honestly? Right. All that for a few empty crates? Lame.
Yeah. But you notice something from the location of the stump. Here, you guys have an interesting view from the clearing of the forest, right?
Oh yeah.
And up on a faraway hill, like sort of like above the river, like the river sort of circles around it, almost like a moat, is a castle. It's not really a castle; it's more like a fort.
This was mentioned to us before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't it say Howland went up there sometimes?
Yes.
It seems to me.
That's probably where.
This mysterious V is hiding.
Or Vilry.
Or
Uh-huh.
will be. I'm going to leave her a little message of my own. And I am going to place my magic sigil on her stump.
What is that going to do?
It's basically magic graffiti. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
But it'll be there for a week.
She's nearby, huh? Well, we don't know. We don't know if she's nearby.
You guys don't know that. I
Yeah.
just told you that from here, the fort that you saw coming in is much more visible.
Mm.
I look at it and I give it the finger.
I mean, it's possible. But it's not on the way out to where we're going, right?
Well,
Like, it's
we
off in
don't-
one direction and the...
No.
Yeah.
You're going in a direction that's a bit northeast of the fort, but you still will be able to see the fort from where you're going.
Got it. Okay.
You can see the fort all through here, anywhere there's a clearing that's not obscured by trees.
Noala, does anyone go into that big fort? Does anybody live there?
She looks over at you and she says, "Well, I have seen that idiot Hallett going up there a few times, and
Boyfriend and idiot.
and some folks seem to come down from there, normally robed. Yes,
Robed.
yes, robed.
Mysterious figures.
Mysterious robed figures.
The robes.
Noala's a mysterious robe figure. Aiwin's a mysterious
That's
robe
I was
true.
going to say, I look at her and I'm like, robed. Okay. So what? They wear robes.
Good fashion sense.
But
GM,
It-
just
if
For
boyfriend
clarity's
has been
sake.
going up there, it is probably a place that, considering this was a bust, we may want to investigate, huh?
Right.
Agreed.
If we're ever going to get out of this shithole. No offense.
just for
Yeah.
clarity, GM, Iwan's just standing around, just keeping an ear open, just in case the fire is bringing anyone towards him. So essentially, actively, what would be perception? Just
I have to
Like, as a
download that image.
lookout.
I have to save that image.
Yeah.
Yep, you save the image and then you drag it onto the desktop and then you can resize it. I've just given Noala a token.
Excellent.
nice.
I'm gonna save it in my downloads, and then I'm just gonna upload it.
Noise.
It's amazing that they didn't give her a token.
I mean, I guess it depends on if she does anything, right? Like, you don't give Bort a token. Like, Bort just dies.
Well,
Yeah,
Bort did have
had
a
a
token.
Bort had a token.
That's true. He did have a token. He's sitting in the cart, and you defend him from the fucking wolves, and then like you get to the town.
And
He's
he
like, "Hey
dies
guys."
But how do I get the token over into NPCs? That's the thing.
Well, first and foremost, we can deal with that later. But if you need, do you need that token to have a character sheet, for example, or be attached to a
You know
character
what?
sheet?
I'll work on that later. We only have like 10 minutes left of this session. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay. So you guys start off on your journey. I am going to copy and paste you.
Oh, the copy
Yeah.
and paste. The copy and paste.
Now
Ooh.
you arrive.
Ah! Where are we? Oh, there we are.
Oh,
Ah!
Ooh,
There's a
well
character I haven't seen for a while. Oh, he's gone.
there we are.
Everything
There.
is dark.
It's scroll to
Oh,
the
there we
right
go.
side of the screen. There
Upper
we go.
right hand corner.
Okay.
Got it.
Ah, they're humongous. We are humongous.
I
Ah,
Oh,
no, we
God.
have moved to something else. I love it. I love all of this. All right, look at that. This is the oh my god, what is this
Something might be
place?
large, man.
It's
This
a
is
clearing.
This is the initial blighted den.
Oh, this is where it all began, eh?
Oh, we're in
this
the
is
contaminated
one
river.
of the this is one of the blighted dens. So don't move around yet.
Didn't want to be in the contaminated river. Sorry.
That's
This is-
grass, honey. It's like dead. It's like green
Yeah.
grass and then like
Okay.
dead grass.
And like, yeah, this is like a patched area.
And
It
this,
looks like.
and this looks like it leads down somewhere
And I see a stairwell.
Staircase.
into the tree.
There's a tree with a staircase in it. The fuck? All right, that's cool. This is a cool map. I like this map.
Yeah.
So she's leading you to the blighted den. You guys are going to do some exploration here. That's the initial plan that she's got planned out from you guys.
Mm.
And now I get to read something finally and not use my brain for a little bit.
Yay.
The presence of rot increases with every step you take. And Noella slows to a stop, turns to look at you, saying, "This is where those wolves came from. I'm sure of it. Somewhere ahead of their den. But I will leave that for you, up to you to explore. If you need my help, you will find me out here. I'm going to set up snares and make sure nothing gets out of this rotten corpse." It's not German, it's English. Give me a second. Kopse. Cops?
A copse of trees. Yeah, that's English.
You said it correctly.
Okay. Not cops. Not Kopse.
Copse.
Yeah.
9.
Yet.
Kopse.
9.
I just like that she got really spooky, and then all of a sudden she went full German, and we were all just like.
So from here, the players need only. Okay, so this is where I think we should end our session because this gets a lot more complicated.
Oh
here.
my god!
Okay.
Oh my goodness! This is thank you. This was super
The hairs
cool.
are raising on the back of my neck.
Stop talking shit.
No, we taught this is part and parcel of it. It's Shitfinder. It's not Pathfinder.
Shit, finder, Matt,
we find shit, and then we make a deal of it. It's good.
I'm not talking shit. This was a good setup.
I am.
We're
This was
gonna
a
go,
great
like,
setup.
I am
Great
now. I'm
session
super
today,
psyched.
guys.
Now this is like one of these,
some creepy wolves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
What a great way to end the week too.
I'm into that.
Thanks everybody.
This has been.
Indeed.
And the
Yeah,
weekend. month.
hopefully we'll do it sooner rather than later this time.
Mhm,
That
mhm.
way,
We all remember.
that way, that way, I remember what's going on without having to look at YouTube videos. Right?
It's not the end of the month where I'm like,
Hopefully, we can do this before I move.
You're moving too.
I'm moving. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
Matt.
just moving like about 10 blocks away.
Oh, okay.
But it's a move is a move is a move. So there's a lot
Yeah.
of logistics and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Who's moving with me to Vienna?
I would like to move with you to Vienna, but I cannot.
I will once.
did you
my-
find a spot, Alex?
We didn't find a spot yet, but we're sure it's going to be Vienna.
That's a gorgeous goddamn city.
Well,
man.
once my husband is a famous opera singer, we'll come visit.
Is he an opera singer?
He's going back to
Mhm.
school for starting in September.
Oh my god, that is amazing!
Yeah, so that's
We heard
that's one of
opera
our-
in the street.
yes, one of our long-term goals is to hopefully he gets a gig over in Germany someday, and we get to go camp out there for 6 months,
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah, that'd
and
be
I get
so
to go.
cool.
He can be my sugar daddy while I just roam around the streets and
Yep. And he sings at night and makes
Yeah.
money.
exactly.
Oh.
So yeah, that was a really good session. Thank you, Alex. We're gonna go for session 5 sometime in August, I think, if we can get everybody together. Is anybody wanting to plug anything or speak about their internet dalliances? I think you know what? I'll start. You want to start us off, Alex? You want to give us a little?
Matt is going to help me with my Instagram,
Yes, I am.
You mean you actually get post things?
Yeah,
possibly.
yeah. But then he'll never
You look
say.
so happy about it.
I post absolutely nothing.
There
That's
are
his
pictures
deal.
on there, but they are old pictures.
They're good
They
pictures
are
though.
very
Yeah.
old pictures.
Maybe we should give Alex a TikTok.
No,
I don't even TikTok.
that is
I'm
too
too old
far.
for that shit.
That is too
It's
far.
it's a bridge too far.
That's a bridge too far.
I can't TikTok.
You can't.
Watch
Can't do
the
the dances and the fucking the lip syncing and the shit. Ah, come on. If you can,
There were some weird cases with some TikTok people a while back, right? Some weird dudes. That were,
they're still on there. I no doubt they're probably still on there. I
You
mean,
can't just take videos of you tormenting your significant other and then posting them on the internet for people to laugh at.
that's the best part.
the thing is, I can't torment her. She just laughs at me.
I mean, that would make a good video.
Absolutely.
This sounds like the perfect relationship. I
It
love
really
it.
is awesome.
She's great.
She's always laughing at me.
That's the best part of it. All right.
She's laughing at me right now.
All right.
No, you just make a deadpan joke, and then she just laughs at everything.
Well, she just laughs all the time. She's always laughing.
Thank you, Alex. Let's move to let's just go around the horn. Fuck it. Let's go top left. That will be Chris, who played Qonit Sonra, the man, the myth, the monk. Go for it, man. What are you doing? What are you doing nowadays?
We moved as
Heck
well.
yeah.
So lots of boxes to unpack. Other than that, not much. I do kind of want to start streaming again.
Nice.
Um,
Oh,
once we get everything gets set back up. And I did
When are we-
mention this to Matt
Yeah.
previously.
yes.
When are we doing our magic stream, bro?
We have not only is Alex and I talking about doing a magic stream for a Slice and Dice's affiliate talked about,
Mhm.
but I have mentioned to Matt about potentially DMing something.
Oh, so happy about this.
So we'll see how it goes. Things are in the works.
In the works.
When I have time,
Yeah,
not very much of it.
You guys
So
have
we'll
some.
figure out.
You guys have some
Maybe
kind of
after the wedding.
big plans. Yeah, I was gonna say like the wedding is kind of like
It's happening.
pretty, and good for you guys to just like steamroll ahead with this shit because
Hell yeah.
fuck the world. You
Next
guys,
wedding.
got to get married, and that's the best part.
It's
Just
gonna
wait.
happen.
Hey, damn straight it's gonna happen.
Heck
Otherwise,
yeah.
like, why did you move in the first place? Okay, so sorry, I'm a dick and I gotta shut up. Let's just move on down to Sarah, who's over here. Sarah, who's lovely. Yeah, go ahead, Sarah.
Hello. Yeah.
Who's head in the bog?
Who's in the bog? I'm a bog witch.
Yes.
Still chilling at
Dead
Lovely
Bog.
Lava on Twitter and Instagram. I hopefully will be starting an apprenticeship in September or October with the local 3 electricians union.
Oh
Fingers crossed.
shit, that's
That would
news.
be
That's
all
great.
amaze balls. They just have to schedule their exam, which hasn't happened yet. Still waiting. Doing lots of studying up of middle school math again, which is just great. I'm all over the algebra.
My
the
son can
baby
help if
snake-
you'd like, man. Like he's
Okay,
just
there you go.
he's getting.
I could
into it.
actually help with that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
The baby snake is getting chiller and more docile, so she may be able to make a brief appearance on stream soon.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Will like trigger warning all the herpetophobes out there. I've discovered I have some in my Facebook feed that I'm currently tormenting with snake photos accidentally. And yeah,
What is the medical term for fear of snakes, though?
That's-
herpetophobe.
Yeah.
Herpetophobia.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I picked up the nerdy D&D knitting that I started back at the beginning of quarantine and then tabled again. So the first square is almost done.
Woohoo!
So I'll post some of that soon.
Please
when
do.
it's
Love to see that.
finished. And yeah, and I also I was gifted an embroidery machine that my mother-in-law was getting rid of because she got a fancier one. So I'm learning how to use that too. So I can start making patches and stuff.
Mm.
Make some slices and dices patches.
Oh
for
my,
everybody.
that would be
Yep.
super cool.
Once I get a handle on this machine and figure out the software, I should be able to do that. So that'd be
Hot
fun.
damn. That'd be
Yeah.
dope. Love that. I'd love that.
I'll buy one of those.
Cool.
I-
So that's what's going on here, guys. That's what I'm
Super.
up to.
Thank you,
Making
Sarah.
stuff.
Keep it up. Everybody got to keep up their chins and their creative outlets. That's all I got to say. Let's flip on over past me over to this guy over here. That's RedPlatinum, aka Elite Ghost Driver.
Yep.
That's it. What are you doing? What are you doing these days, man? What are you doing? What are you up to?
Yeah, it's the same stuff that I'm always doing, which is absolutely nothing. I have a Twitter that I hardly use, like Alex. I have a YouTube that I used to post on, now rarely post on because I can't be bothered making videos. But you'll mostly see me on Steam.
Work sucks, man. It's work that does it.
It just drains all the creative juices out of you. And
You
then
just fried it this time. Yeah.
And considering it, and being a night shift worker,
Yeah.
Oof,
yeah,
that's
during the
rough.
day, it's just
That's fair.
get the sleep while you can. That's the one thing I would say to my younger self is sleep more. Don't pay for it when you're older and you're like, I have no energy at all because I
What is
can't.
sleep?
Yeah, it's bad. Drink more water, sleep more, and yeah, and don't
Drink water.
and don't put kids on your shoulders. That's all I gotta say. Like for a younger version of myself. Thank you, super duper Red Platinum. Moving on up this way to the top right, as Vanessa, of course. Vanessa, what are you up to? What are you doing today and other days?
Well, we like Chris mentioned, we just moved, so unpacking, and it was my birthday this month, so that was awesome.
Happy birthday!
Thank y'all.
Ooh, you.
And yeah, just trying to figure out what's next. So I don't know.
I'm
Looking
planning
forward to
a
playing.
wedding.
Yeah.
It'll fall on you, and you'll be surprised and shocked at how swiftly your life can sort of move with the changes of everything as things sort of come upon you as a surprise. That's my experience anyway. Like you're like, I am not planning anything. I'm not really sort of like moving in towards a specific goal, and then wham!
Everything at once.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what's on the horizon. I'm certain. I can like see the tidal wave coming in, but it's gonna be awesome.
Tsunami's coming.
Yeah.
Coming for you.
But that's good. It's good to be in that place that you know that it's on the way, and that it's good. Something's coming.
Calm before the storm.
Indeed.
Something's coming. Something's good.
Yep.
Super. Thank you, guys.
What about you?
What about me? What am I doing? Oh my god. Well,
Besides painting flumps.
I am. Listen, I
Painting.
I painted a couple flumps. I picked them up because my kids, much to my chagrin, love flumps.
Yeah, they're
What's
great,
a
man.
flump?
What's not to
Good.
like?
Flumps are awesome.
I think
When
I
are
might
we-
be.
When are we doing another movie night?
Oh, I was planning to do one this month, except for the fact that I have like a bazillion fucking things going on at the end of August.
In August?
Well, not in August, at the end of July. So we'll definitely do another movie night at the end of August. And I think it's going to be, like I put on our Discord, I think it's going to be a Tarantino movie.
Okay.
So yeah, I will post about that. I think by the end of August we should be either already moved or very close to moved. So things should be calmed down, hopefully. And yeah, movie night, Tarantino movie. You guys in Discord, if you are watching now, throw yourself on Discord. In our Discord, you can see it in the doobly-doo below, either on YouTube or here on Twitch, and then join us because we love new people and we love old people. So join us if you want to be part of our movie night. Sub to us if you want, and if you don't, that's okay too. But we love everybody no matter what. That's all I have to say about that. But in terms of what, yeah, go ahead.
We hit 600 subs on YouTube.
Couldn't
didn't we?
believe that, right? Like, wow, big milestone for us there, right? 500 was like, holy
Thank
shit,
you, everybody.
And yeah, thank you for 600 and climbing for all of the.
Are we going to do a
amazing
one
stuff.
shot at 666?
Yeah, it'll all be set in hell, and yeah,
Hellfire.
yeah.
I'm still percolating on my next Dread campaign. It's coming. The pieces are slowly falling together in my brain.
So many things are sort of like coming
Matt
together.
and Ryan's characters go somewhere and the system gets out.
No, it's a totally different game.
It's set in an elevator.
Although it would be funny to do a
That's
follow up
Matt's
to that one somewhere.
domain
Maybe
of
I will
dread.
make a follow up someday.
Yeah. very, very small domain of dread. But yeah, there are so many things like Sarah's got her dread game, and Chris has got the D&D thing, and between Chris and Alex, we're going to be probably doing this Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, maybe unboxing or something like that.
I was going to say, if nobody's played that yet on either MTG Arena or in paper, it's fun, guys.
It sounds like it's fun. It sounds like it's fun.
Dungeon mechanic is a lot of fun.
It really is. It is such a it's fun.
Yeah.
It literally combines two things that I love, Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering, and throws them together. So good on you, wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess it up.
With that being said, I just realized something.
What?
All of us except for Vanessa are all DMs.
Well, we got to get Vanessa on that shit.
There you go, Vanessa.
She's a very good storyteller.
Well, then that's all you need to be, because DMs are just storytellers, and not even sometimes that. They're just really just they DMs can be storytellers. They can also be whatever you really want them. I see all these things like, what are DMs? DMs are storytellers.
Include me here. I'm not a storyteller.
You are, whether you
I'm
believe it or
trying to
not.
include me
like
here.
Horse shit. You're doing a fucking amazing job.
You're a tactic gamer.
I'm gonna figure out a way to play
You're a
Fiasco
mathematician.
online. I'm gonna find-
yes,
I'm
Fiasco's
trying
good
to
too.
figure out how to create like an online way to play Fiasco.
Well,
Because
if you-
it's almost entirely just a way, just gotta figure out how to like visually put the dice out on the table.
If you
or
can
if they're cards
do,
or
if you figure out a way, you figured out a way to do Dread on Roll20, I am pretty sure that you can do Fiasco using Roll20 as well.
I bet.
I mean, you have the animated dice.
That's true. There are a lot of tips and tricks to getting stuff.
I gotta dig around a little bit more in Roll20 to like figure out.
Let's go poke around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen. No pressure, obviously, Vanessa, but it would be awesome. But we are having some new DMs coming out of the woodwork. I can tell with the people that we have in our amazing roster of friends.
Well, Red's
here.
already running the Star Wars.
Red's running his Star Wars 5e, which was amazing a month or so back. That was great. We want to. I think we'll bring that back soon. We just have some sort of scheduling conflicts and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll definitely bring that back. I want to see that come back. We also have Craw.
We've got plans for that.
Craw, I think wants to run Burn Bright. He's told me time and time again he adores Burn Bright after I showed it how it works, and he just wants to run a Burn Bright one shot. We've got our friend Jonathan, who has been working behind the scenes to bring Call of Cthulhu back. Bam, bam, bam. We're definitely going to bring that back. I think sometime in our scary October time frame.
Is it going to be a Shocktober episode?
I think so, yeah. Depending on how long it is. I think it's like a 2 to 3 session campaign kind of deal. Nothing long form, but I think it will be fun to have that come back. And then a couple nother things that I have.
Well, a couple mother
things.
Codes Game Mother.
Yeah, that's true. Alien. Speaking of Mother, Alien RPG, obviously, we've still got going on. That campaign, which is coming back in a week. Less than a week. Thursday. Holy shit.
Thursday.
Unbelievable. That's been crazy and amazing, and I love coming back to that. But yeah, lots of cool stuff that I just love.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. That guy, did you hear that? That guy died? That Ron Popeil? He died.
No.
by the way. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Ron Popeil died. Yeah. Pour one out for Ron Popeil.
But
His
wait,
voice
there's more.
lives
But
on
wait, there's
forever.
more. No, there isn't any.
But wait.
You can catch us here. For those of you who've been watching, thank you guys in chat. Thank you guys on the YouTube channel. If you're watching this far in, thank you very much. And you can catch us here, Slices and Dices, every Friday and some Thursday nights at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, where we play all kinds of role-playing games and now others, Magic included. If you want to see more, just give us a shout on Discord or throw us a message on Instagram or Twitter or what have you. And until we see each other again, folks, because it's bedtime here on a Friday night here, remember, don't forget, take care of each other, but don't forget to take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of the weekend, folks. We love you. We miss you already. Thanks for watching.